Nilagay, thank you.
Yeah, so, nung in-announce namin na we're going to get si Palos, may nagme-message sa akin, boss, ba't hindi si Gabby? Boss, hindi na lang. Boss, ba't hindi na lang si Ana? Bakit nga ba? Hindi, di ba? Parang,
welcome everyone sa another show na naman ng The Cooldown. We're in. Ito yung place na pwede tayo mag-usap. Everything under the sun, gaming, or even random topic. Diba? So, napakagandang title, The Cooldown. We're in after events.
Pag mainit ka.
After activities.
Pag mainit ka.
Pag mainit ka, cool down ka muna. Okay? So, as you can see naman, our guest for this today's show, our good friend, former editor for Esports Inquirer, former host for TV5, our colleague.
kukunin mo ba yung buong ginawa ko?
Our colleague as well
Baka
sa
hindi tayo
Wombo X
matapos.
Combo. Former manager for Blacklist International, dating analyst ng Fnatic, and now team director for APAC. Southeast Asia. Team Director for Southeast Asia ng Fnatic. Ladies and gentlemen, Pau Sandata Bago. Magandang araw, Pau.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yung Sandata, matagal ko na din narinig. Tagal ko na
Iba
din.
na.
Pero signature na yun. Hindi, parang yata.
Iba na, nakita ko eh.
Ano?
Kill the Mage.
Kill the Mage.
KTM.
Pag KTM, motor eh. KTM, motor.
KTM.
So, before kami mag-record, meron kaming talks na earlier about mga animes. Hunter. Mamaya, pag-usapan natin yan mamaya, mga kaibigan, okay? Pero, as you can see as well, technically second episode to eh. Pero sinunod namin kahapon yung usapang experience na Dota 2 with Daddy tsaka Jules, di ba? Which is very much marami sila.
Experience talaga, matatandaan.
Abangan nyo yung episode na yun, pangatlong episode yun, pero ito pangalawang episode with Pau Bago. Kita nyo naman, naka-daylight saving time kami yan. Naka-daylight kami ngayon, hindi kami nakagabi. Okay? So, mga kaibigan, nahugot po namin si Pau before TI. Kailan ang flight nyo nga pala?
Kami ay pupunta ng Singapore on October 9. Medyo maaga kami by just a few
One day
days.
after LCQ.
Just a few days.
So, pasok na rin kasi kayo sa group stage.
Group stage kami, yes.
LCQ, meron kang balita kung kailan ang flight ng LCQ? Teams? 8 ang laro nila eh.
They should.
Nandun na siya.
They
Nandun
should
na sila.
be flying there.
Wala pa
Yung ibang team nandun na.
Siguro officially
Media
mga
day
3 days before.
Mga media day, no?
Mga 3 days before. Kung officially, so I would expect by 5.
Okay.
By 5.
Doon na sila. So, 2 days, 3 days from now. Anyways, before we continue with our talk, Pao, meron kaming tradition dito sa The Cooldown wherein, bago tayo mag-usap, tinatanong namin kung ano yung normal life for a Pao Bago. Anong oras nagsisimula? Ano yung ginagawa buong araw? Sakto. Malala.
Normal ba yung life natin?
Normal pa ba?
Hindi, for Pao Bago.
For me,
for Pao Bago, di ba? Ano oras na gumigising? Ano yung ginagawa? And then, what time does Pao Bago's day end? The usual. Hindi yung spikes.
The usual. Okay. Parang ano yun Sige, siguro gawin nating pag bootcamp, pag tournament,
Okay.
pag off-season.
Tama.
Kasi yun yung tatlong mode ng buhay ko. Yung tatlong mode ng buhay ko. Pero by the way, bago nga po ang lahat, kaya ako na ganito dahil kay Rusty. Hindi kasi dahil na nahugot ako, sabi ko, kaayusin ko naman, mukha naman ako sa ganun eh. Basarado ako, di ba? Nakahiram ako ng tali. Ito yung nahiram natin. So, actually, yeah. Pero okay naman. Mukha naman okay. So anyway, let's see.
Pagka bootcamp muna.
Bootcamp. Pag bootcamp, as much as possible, office ako. So nakatira ako, hindi ako nakatira sa bootcamp.
Okay.
So may bootcamp kami sa Pasay. Nakatira ako sa Pasig. So as much as possible, by around 10 to 11, bootcamp na ako.
Ano oras gising mo nun?
I'm usually awake by 7 or 8.
Wow.
7,
Aga.
Patulog pa lang si Alo nun.
Kaganyan pa ako.
Hindi sa bagay. Hindi kasi. Pero talaga eh. Ako, may anak na rin ako eh.
Dami.
Sila eh.
Dami.
6 na lalaki sa babae.
So 7 ang gising mo and then...
Mga ganun. So, gising ng 7.
Paano routine mo nun bago umalis?
I try to have breakfast I try to have breakfast sa bahay.
Okay.
Mag-ayos. Tapos, really quick lang naman. And then, alis agad.
Okay.
So I try to be there 10 to 11. Minsan, lahat ng errands mo sa buhay, dun ko parang finifit, di ba?
Sa 10 to 11. Outside the work.
Before 10, di ba? So,
Outside the work, yeah.
Oo, kasi isipin mo, bukas ng bangko, alas 9, di ba? Takbo na ba? Yung mga ganung bagay, I try to do that before that, and then, okay, so pagdating ng bootcamp, usually we have a meeting. Ako, yung manager namin, si Cel Rose, yung content namin, si Neil Martinez.
Neil,
siguro kilala ng iba, galing siya sa TNC din dati. And then with my coach, si Sanbi. After nun, tinitignan namin kung, for example, ano yung schedule namin for the day.
For the day.
Ano yung goals namin ng team for the day. And then by lunch, I like to talk to the players at least isa-isa. Para kamusta ka, ano yung parang, what are you working on personally
Catch up,
for the
kumbaga.
day. Catch up and more of ano siya, may yung point nun is to see kung parang, ano yung gusto mong gawin ngayong araw. So, ganun lang. Yung very simple lang na verbalization.
Small details yun pero laking tulong nun. Kasi makikita mo rin pag kinausap mo siya kung nasa mood ba siya ngayon.
Kung ano lang yung top of mind niya eh. Iakit mo lang kung ano yung parang, ito importante ito ngayon. Iakit mo lang.
Magawa ko nga yan, no?
Pwede ko yata kay Eric yan, pupunta ako. Eric, ano nasa utak mo?
Pero tama yun, actually.
Eric, ano nasa utak?
Makikita mo sa sagot niya kung ano yung study niya for the day.
Yeah, ganun lang. It's very simple kasi, I mean, maraming iniisip ang tao, maraming parang distraction. So, iakyat mo lang eh. Na parang, di ba sabi mo kahapon, gusto mong gawin to? Kamusta tayo doon? Okay, sige. Ganun. Simple. Hindi mo kailangan i-micromanage, hindi mo kailangan gawin. And then after that, usually around mga 2, simula na yan na scrims hanggang hapon. So during scrims, I would like to observe, kasi as team director, I think important sabihin, I'm no longer involved with the game itself. Dati, nung analyst ako, nung assistant coach ako, kasama ako sa
yung nitty-gritty
sa pag-strategize, pag-research ng kalaban. Hindi na ako ganun. More of yung pamamalakad lang ng team. Overall, mas high level. Kasi may manager ako eh. Siya yung bahala sa lahat ng parang, yung logistics talaga na logistics kanya. Pero sabihin natin yung pagmamanage nung lahat nung hindi nakikita.
Operations mismo na.
Ng operations, yun, sa akin yun. So, during the time na scrim sila, I would like to observe, kapag hindi, I'm doing emails with HQ namin na nasa London, ganun. Or potential na part. Kayo, kausap ko kayo, di ba? Kasi
networks.
Mga project tayo.
Networks, diba?
Pagkatapos ng scrims, present ako pag kunwari mag-team meeting na
yung huddle.
Yung huddle na ng buong team.
Pero observe ka din nun? O may input ka rin nun?
Minsan may input na ako doon. Kasi minsan yung, pag may observation ako na outside of game, as much as possible, I also still try to tie it in game. Pero without overstepping na
the coaches and the managers.
Kasi, ba't pa ako nag-coach?
Mag-overlap eh, no?
Ba't ka pa kumuha ng coach?
It's more of pang-support lang.
Pang-support.
Diba? Kunwari, may sinabi siya na parang, wait, do you mean ganito? So, sabi niya yun kanina. Parang facilitator na lang ako.
Okay.
Facilitator na lang ako. Facilitator with in-game knowledge. Sabihin na natin parang gano'n. And then, sa gabi, I check with the rest of the teams kung ano yung kailangan nila, planning out kung ano yung gagawin tomorrow, and then uwi na ako. Pag uwi ko, so usually bahay na ako around 9. Around 9, I still have a few meetings.
Kasi different time zone.
Exactly.
Different time zone.
9 p.m. is I think.
Doon pa lang sila,
3
working
p.m.
hour.
3 p.m. sa London. Di ba? Mga ganun. 2 p.m., 3 p.m. ganun. So yun pa lang yung mga kasi hindi ako pwede mag-meeting sa bootcamp.
Yes.
Kasi syempre naglalaro sila di ba? Maingay yung sa lahat.
Pero before kayo nag-meeting tayo ron, before nagka-tournament.
Kasi walang tao.
Kasi
walang tao. So yun. So yun yung parang normal na araw ko. Pag minsan nakapaglaro ko ng Dota. Minsan. Diba? Kasi by the time uwi ako ng 9, meeting pa ako, isa o dalawa. Tapos na ako, mag-aalas 12. Yoko na. Umay na.
switching, bago tayo pumunta sa on-tournament days, pag off-season naman, paano ang normal na araw ni Pao?
Buti sana ako, magising pa ako.
Dire-diretso.
Itutulog mo na lang.
Hindi, binabawi ko ng tulog.
Dire-diretso.
Binabawi ko ng tulog.
Tapos, wala ka nakaplan. Relax tayo muna nun. Okay.
Yun.
Kumbaga, complete reset.
As much as I am able to. Kasi I say that, pero what actually happens is, may meeting pala.
Biglang dumadating.
Kasi may kunwari, off-season ngayon. May season na papunta eh. O, di magpa-planning tayo para doon. So,
Dire-diretso lang.
Dire-diretso rin siya.
Dumarating din siya, actually.
So, we need to constantly plan for stuff. So, I think, an actual break siguro after Arlington, after Arlington. Kasi hindi kami nag-qualify eh. Prepared na kami na mag-grind dire-diretso eh. Di ba? Nung nakita namin na parang,
Pumasok.
pasok pa lang. Oo, okay.
Mamaya, mag-usama lang yan.
I'm sure! I'm ready! Pero yun,
Nag-training kayo nun.
dapat. Handa na kami.
Ready na sila dun eh.
Promise.
Pero uwian.
Wala nang uwian dapat, di ba? Kasi, pero so ngayon, dahil sa ganun, parang yun yung unang break ko lang ngayong buong taon.
Okay.
Kasi kahit na break ako, dala ko laptop ko, dala ko phone ko, hindi pa rin eh. So, yun talaga ang nakasubok ako ng off lahat. Off lahat.
Relax muna. Pati players, huwag mo nang guluhin.
Wala talaga.
Bahala mo na sila.
Break din sila nun, di ba?
Oo, break din sila.
So, anyway, so the last part, dalawang question ko na last part. Paano yung normal day ni Pao pag tournament days? At saka, paano mo i-distinguish kung kailangan ba ikaw sumama or hindi on a tournament?
Okay, that's interesting. So, siguro unahin natin yung kailangan ko sumama. As much as possible, ang rule namin in Fnatic is kasama ako. Because team director ako, but I am also the primary performance coach for the team. So ang definition namin ng performance coach is ako yung in charge sa performance namin to make sure that we are in performing level outside of the game. Right? And kailangan aligned ako nun with the coach who is in charge of our performance inside the game.
Yeah.
Diba? So actually nung nabanggit kanina na before in 2018 I went to Fnatic for the first time. And when I went to Fnatic, that was as analyst. So I was inside the game. Umalis ako ng Fnatic after 1 year. Mostly kasi hindi ko kaya yung travel. Ginawa ko yung blacklist for Tier 1, for Trike. And then, umalis ako ng blacklist 2020. End of 2020, umalis ako. Minessage ako ni Fnatic again kasi kailangan nila ng tulong to qualify for last year's TI. But, ang kailangan nila nun was performance coaching. So, yun yung pagbalik ko, performance coach.
Kopya.
So, ngayong nag-team director ako, I kept that. So, yun yung, actually may pictures kami na, I think may shinare ako na pictures na dumating dito yung head of high performance.
Kita ko, yes.
Yun. Si Jens Hofer. Ano yun, siya may handle ng lahat ng Fnatic na team in terms of high performance. Dumating siya dito, tinulungan niya kami. We did all sorts of activities with the players. So, as much as possible, dapat kasama ako. This year, Arlington lang yung hindi because of visa. Which again, we will talk about it. Yeah, so ganun. Tournament day, medyo similar siya. But everything is earlier. I'm up at 6. I don't care if I have jet lag or not. I'm up at 6. I usually have breakfast sa buffet lang. Kasi usually hotel yun, di ba? I usually have breakfast sa hotel. Back when naninigarilyo pa ako, by the way. Kids, kung may manonood na kids, huwag kayo manigarilyo.
Smoking is dangerous to your health. Yeah.
Bad for you.
Yeah.
So yun, I would be outside. And then after that, message na ng mga team. Sinong gising, sinong gusto ng whatever.
Network na rin.
Network din. Actually, speaking with other managers, nasa labas kami, di ba? And then, looking at, okay, do we have time to scrim today or do we have tournament match today?
Okay.
And then, if it's tournament match today, kausap ko, tournament admin. Okay, when do we need to be in the seats? When do we need to be ready? Are we going on the shuttle? Are we not going on the shuttle? Ganon.
Isn't that the managers?
Now it is.
Okay.
Kasi ako nag-handle noon up until ESL 1 Sweden.
Stockholm.
So, as of after that, yun na yung ginagawa ng manager ko.
Transition na.
So what would happen now, which I haven't done, because I haven't been to...
Major.
Well, pumunta kami ng Hatyay, pero another thing happened there, which we can also talk about.
Gamers Galaxy.
Diba? Dapat doon namin susubukan na, okay, paano yung magiging bagong routine natin? Kasi meron na dapat nag-handle nun. Ideally, what I would do is, pagising ko lang sa umaga, I would just focus on the players.
Copy yan. State of mind ng players.
Ganun na lang.
State of mind.
State of mind.
Para performing status sila, state sila.
And to be clear, it's not as though yung ginagawa namin is parang counseling. I'm not a psychologist. So
Okay.
that's very important to say, di ba? What I'm doing really is making sure that we're on task. We're on goal. We are focused. Ganon, di ba? If that means you have to be bad cop, you have to be bad cop. But luckily enough, thankfully actually for me, itong mga boys ko, professional yung mga boys ko.
May kilala ako
Make
sa
it
mga
clear.
player, hindi professional eh.
Timon silang lahat. Tatamaan na naman yung executive. May ligaw na bala na naman.
Biro lang.
Love ko sila. Kasi kahit na mokong silang lahat. Very professional silang lahat.
Halata naman eh, di ba?
Alam mo.
Halata naman.
This is without a doubt the noisiest Fnatic team I have ever seen.
Oo.
Kasi dati suplado kaming lahat eh.
Hindi, yung brand ni Fnatic.
Yun din yung brand eh.
Napag-usapan namin siya ni Kuya Nick.
Napag-usapan namin yun.
Parang pag pumapasok sa Fnatic yung isang player.
Parang sumiseryoso.
Oo, sumaseryoso.
Oo,
Naging professional or...
Alam mo, Abed. Di ba?
Oo,
Abed.
Abed.
Di ba? Tapos,
DJ.
Diba?
Yung mga branding talaga nila is ano eh.
Pero ngayon nga, buti nasaluhan ng ng Jaunwell tsaka Armel, di ba?
Diba? Si Jao Porja.
Di ba? Mamaya, which is pag-usapan natin, yung sa Malaysia na gumagana si Armel, di mo asahan sa Fnatic yun. Pero nakita natin
Saka
yun.
hindi yun for OG or pagmayabang.
Mamaya.
Pag-usapan natin.
Pero yun nga, I think every managerial role naman, parang kailangan niyang gawin sa mga, though on a different performance lang for a team director since nga, result-based sila eh.
Yes.
Competition sila eh. Diba?
As much as possible, we try not to be results-oriented. Right? It's like playing golf. Pag iniisip mo na, dapat ma-shoot ko
Kailangan
sa butas.
ma-shoot.
Wala. Tense ka, hindi maganda yung swing mo.
Hindi natural flow ka.
Bakit? Ba't golf yung ginamit ko? Yung manonood sa hindi nag-golf. Hindi rin kami nag-golf, by the way. Kasama namin kanina yun. Hindi ko alam ba't yun yung naisip.
Basketball.
Tingin to, basketball.
Ayan.
Free throw. Try na shit. Kailangan mo shoot. No. Diba? Yung form mo, matigas. Diba? Matigas balikan. Stiff. Kasi you're focusing on the result. No, focus ka lang. Dapat make sure mo lang maganda yung form mo all the way through. There's a saying that I like na I share with the team. Actually, feeling ko sirampla na ako eh. Umay na sila sa akin. There's a saying in NFL, if you take care of the details, the wins take care of itself.
Matik na yun. Follow through na yun.
You take care of the details. Lahat ng maliliit na bagay, I promise you, we will win more games.
It will come eventually.
Diba? Ganun siya eh. So, yun yung parang guiding principle sa ginagawa ko. It's always been the case even when I was in Blacklist, everything. That's just the way I see things. Ganun lang.
Anyways, moving forward, I was about to ask kasi tayo may background na tayo, di ba? We've been in for Wombo Combo, we've been for 2016 to yata.
Yeah.
Tayo
2016.
before Trike.
Yeah.
Before Trike, alam na lahat 'yan, nakwento na natin 'yon, di ba? And then afterwards, nag-jump ship kami with Tier 1 alongside with Pau ulit, 'di ba?
Ako nag-recommend sa inyo
Ginawa namin yung WXC Plus with Pau ulit, 'di ba? Pag nagsanduguan kami with Pau din as well. So I think nakita
Kasi
niyo
iniwan nila ako sa dreams.
Hindi. Nakita na nila yan. Nakita na nila yan.
Jump ship kayo, mga baliw. Ano ba yan?
Hindi. Ang wrong...
Ne.
Sabi ko na rin naman kung sino gusto sumama. No problem naman yan. So, it's all in the past actually.
Actually, it was never a problem. That was never a problem. Bibiro lang ako.
Kumbaga, ano na lang yun, understanding na yun. Pero anyways, alam na ng mga tao yung history natin before the Fnatic days. I was about to assign yung sa Fnatic yung transition niya. Pero since nakakwento niya na earlier, started as an analyst, tama, then moved back to Blacklist for the team.
Philippines, built Blacklist.
And then went back as a sports trainer. And now, sports director na. Team director na for Fnatic. Okay? So, let's jump to the spicy part. Okay?
Yan!
The recent happenings for Fnatic. Okay? So, nag-chat kami ni Pau. Anong sabi ko sa team mo? Anong sabi ko sa team mo? Yung team mo is swerting malas.
Sabi sa akin araw-araw.
Swerting malas.
Swerting malas. Di ba sinabi ko sa'yo, di ba swerting malas ka?
Okay, pinag-uusapan natin anime.
Oo.
Mananawagan po ako. Ito, sa camera.
Ito.
Mananawagan po ako sa inyo. Kung sino man sa inyo ang Jujutsu Sorcerer na kayang pumuksa ng mga sumpa, ng mga cursed spirit na nakakabit sa team ko, maaari po lamang na tumawag kayo sa aming tanggapan.
Pero
Kakapit ako na.
Hindi. Pero wag rin nila tanggalin yung swerte na pumupunta rin sa team mo.
To be clear,
Swerting malas.
puksain niyo po yung sumpa.
Oo.
Wag po
Yung blessing.
Wag yung blessing.
So when did it started? Sa Arlington Major by qualifier?
No.
Saan? Way
Tagal
back
na.
No, okay. A brief history of the competitive year of Fnatic Dora.
Okay.
Nagsimula yung problema namin, Dubai.
Gamers
Nung
Galaxy.
Dubai, nung Gamers Galaxy, so there was no first major.
Okay.
Diba?
Regionals.
So before the second season, na Gamers Galaxy Dubai. So
March.
lahat. Okay. Maayos yung usapan namin with the organizer. However, nagkaroon, and I'm not saying this para manglaglag ng anyone. It's just
It is what it is.
Nagkaroon ng miscommunication between booking the flights for my captain, si Jabs, and the travel agency that they used.
Okay.
Nung tinanong nila, does Jabs need an entry visa? Ang sabi sa kanila, no, hindi niya kailangan kasi meron na siya.
Yeah.
Yun yung pagkakaintindi nila.
Ah.
Ang ibig palang sabihin nila is, meron pang active visa si Jabs kasi hindi pala siya nakita ng sistema na umalis nung first time niya doon. Way back 2019. In 2019, dumaan si Jabs doon para lang mag-transit. Nag-stay siya ng one night.
Layover lang.
Dapat layover, na-delay yung flight, binigyan siya ng hotel. One night lang siya, next day lumipad siya. Hindi na natanggal yung sa system na nandun siya.
So parang nag-stay siya doon ng
So
sobrang
parang she's been there since ganun.
Parang
So nung papunta siya doon, parang sinabi niya, uy, hindi ka pwedeng pumasok.
Kasi hindi pa cleared.
Kasi sabi doon, nandun ka pa.
Hindi ka pa
So
cleared.
hindi ka pa cleared.
Hindi pa cleared.
So ako parang, ilang weeks ko kayong kausap. Diba? Ngayon ko lang malalaman, nandun na kami. So that was the first. Eventually na-resolve siya. They were very helpful. The gamers was very helpful. Nagkaroon ako ng crash course in Dubai visa regulation. Kasi kasama ko sila every day to get my Dumating siya the day of tournament na namin. That was one. So, first naming experience, kaming apat nandoon, anim nandoon, late si Jabs.
Late si Jabs.
Okay.
Pero umabot.
Umabot siya,
Okay.
Pero syempre, preparation, medyo mahirap na yun.
Diba? So, okay. Next, ESL 1 Sweden. So, ESL 1 Sweden, nag-prepare kami ng mas maaga. Tsaka ako, binabalanse ko na rin yung US visa. Diba? So, prepare. Prepare kami na maaga. And I think na-share na to, kasi kami ng Boom, we had the same problem. Diba? Matagal yung walang slot, kumbaga, hindi ka pwedeng mag-reserve ng slot, you have to go there. Pumunta kami, kasama namin Boom. Ganito yung agwat, nakuha sila, tas cut off sa amin.
This is what embassy to?
Sa hindi embassy, sa VFS, global, sa Pasong Tamo.
This is for Europe.
This is for Sweden.
For Sweden, Shenzhen.
Shenzhen. So kami parang, what the fuck? Alam mo
Sakto.
Ganun. Tapos ito pa masaklap kami nauna dumating.
Ba't sila yung nasa...
Kasi sinabihan kami nung guard, doon po kayo luminya. Sabi namin, pa-Sweden po kami Opo, dyan po. Sure po kayo, Sweden to nilinya? Opo. Luminya kami doon. Maya pagdating namin sabi, hindi yung Sweden, dito pala boss, Norway pala yan.
Nagkamali lang.
Siyempre hindi ako nagalit sa kanya, trabaho niya lang yun,
nagkamali lang.
Pero ako siyempre mainit na rin ulo ko.
Pumila sa maling linya.
Oo, di ba? So, ilang beses kang tinatanong, boss? Yung kasama rin namin. Lahat na, Sweden eh.
Paano nangyari?
Bumalik kami the next day. Nung bumalik kami the next day, ang ano pala nun, yung next day, yung processing time niya, syempre 1 day behind. Yung 1 day behind na yon nasama sa holiday sa Thailand. Kasi kung hindi nyo alam, ang embahada na nag-approve ng visa for Sweden, wala sa Pilipinas.
Okay.
They have to get your passport, send it to Thailand,
May
have the
remote office
Thailand
Sila yung
stamp it,
mag-ano.
send it back.
May remote offices na sa Pilipinas.
So dahil doon, kaya kami plus 2 players from Boom. I think si Skem and
Chapoy?
I think so.
Yung may...
Diba sila, kasabay namin sila. Pero ngayon, ang nangyari doon, kaming 4 na Pilipino naman. Yung 4 naman na Pilipino. So, first, si Jobs ang late. Second, si Jobs ang nauna. Tapos yung 4.
Slate
kasi
man.
Thailand na eh.
Pero we did well pa rin. We did well in Sweden. We had a really I think it was a good tournament for us at least. And then of course
Arlington, ito.
And then of course
Yung Arlington, kasi Arlington guys, alam niyo naman, Arlington is Texas, USA. Texas, USA. And even ang tagal ko nang gustong pumunta ng US, di ba? Kasi sporting events, NBA, WWE, sports cards, di ba? Ang dami ko nang...
doon ka lang pwede magpa-grade.
Yun nga. Hindi, pwede ko nang padala sa
Singapore.
service. Pero hindi naman sa gusto kong magpa-grade, pero gusto kong pumunta ng sporting events. Pero truth be told, may different kinds of tao. Merong tao na gusto ng Europe, more on art. Meron namang gusto yung more events. Doon ako. Diba? At the moment. Doon ako at the moment. Okay? So, mas na-appreciate ko yun, kumbaga, at the moment. So, ang last na dumampa akong travel agency, the booking for the visa is 2023 the earliest. Way back last year pa yun, ha?
So next year pa?
Sa inyo ba? Paano ba nangyari sa inyo?
Tumingin kami yung next na available booking is December 2024.
Kita mo?
Hindi ko alam kung may Dota pa.
Ganun. Paano kung gusto mong next year pumunta? Talagang no choice ka.
Hindi. Pwede mong gawin mo. Ginawa nila.
Yung ginawa namin. So, ang ginawa namin is nag-research kami kung saan bansa kami pwedeng pumunta para mag-apply.
Yung yung...
So, kung hindi nyo rin alam, syempre ni-research namin na maayos, you can go to any
Embassy.
US embassy
Kahit
and
hindi
apply
sama mo.
there. Yes. However, mas mahirap siya. Because ang chine-check ng US in order to be approved for anything, at least for non-immigrant visas, they need to establish social ties. In short, kailangan nilang ma-establish kung ikaw, babalik ka ba sa bansa mo. Diba? Kasi syempre, ang kanila, pwede ka bumisita.
Pwede ka lang.
Make sure lang babalik ka.
Babalik ka.
So, nag-research kami sa lahat, and this was before ESL 1 Sweden. In fact, nung nasa ESL Sweden,
Ito na yung inayos nyo.
magkakausap kami ng Boom, lahat, palagi. Kasi, NT1, si Doms, nandun si Doms eh. Magkausap kaming lahat para, okay, para natin gagawin to. Kasi lahat ng research
Problema
natin,
niya
wala. Oo, problem. No government agency can help us. Right? Because, and nakikita ko to palagi, I'm going to say it now. Guys, yung mga sinasabi nyo na dapat mag-send ng letter sa ganito. No. That's another country. The Philippine senator or Philippine congressman or whoever does not have any power inside the US embassy. It's not possible. Okay? And hindi ko lang sinasabi yun basta-basta. I'm saying, yung opisina mismo ng mga yon, they will tell you, hindi talaga pwede.
Hindi talaga pwede.
Different government, meron silang different set of rules. Actually.
And I'm going to use my political science na that is a concept called sovereignty.
Yes.
Ibig sabihin ng sovereignty, kapag sa amin, kami ang masusunod. Hindi ibig sabihin nun na pwede nyo kaming pagsabihan.
And I think ang embassy, even though nasa ibang bansa siya, it's still
It is
part
considered US soil the moment you enter.
Yes.
Diba? So, yun lang guys. Ayoko na makarinig na dapat ganito, ganyan. No.
At least they know better now.
Yes, it's process. It's just protocol. It's just process and protocol.
Yes,
So, okay. So, what happened? And by the way, maaga rin kami talagang gumawa. It's just that there was no way to get an appointment slot kung Pilipinas before 2024. And the reason for that is very simple. Marami talagang nag-a-apply galing sa Pilipinas papunta ng US. Tapos nag-pandemic pa, ang dami nilang backlog.
Backlogs, yeah.
So, actually, sila, ang embahada mismo, hindi na sila tumatanggap ng phone call or ng email saying na, ay, pwede nyo ba kaming bigyan ng exception? Kasi sa ibang embassy, they will still receive your calls because hindi naman ganun karami yung inflow eh.
Tsaka may time constraint yun sa kanila.
Diba?
Ngayon lang kami
Dati
nag-qualify.
gumagana yun. Diba? Kung kunwari, pwede ka mag-send ng sabihin mo lang, ganito, malapit na po kasi. Now it won't. And you cannot tell them, uy, ba't hindi nyo kami, no. Hindi siya pwede. Diba? Again, just protocol. Just process.
So what happened there was?
Nag-research kami and papasok na yung ko nun, yung manager ko ngayon. Tumulong siya namin. Nakita namin, of all the countries na malapit sa atin, na pwede tayong umenter without a visa, pwede tayong magstay for a few days, Brunei had, kumbaga, ang waiting time sa appointment nila, only 7 days. Singapore, 35, Malaysia, 35, Indonesia, 38. So, matagal. So, syempre sa amin, inisip namin, doon tayo sa mabilis. Kasi kung magkakaproblema, may oras tayo para mag-reapply. Mag-reapply. So, yan ginawa namin.
Time Brunei. Walang boom doon, tama?
Wala yung boom doon. Kami lang gumawa nun. In fact, kami yung pinakaunang nag-apply sa buong Southeast Asia. Kasi kami lang nakahanap nun eh. So, nung ginawa namin yon, I think may 2 pa kaming match na titira nung season. Kasi may mga match kung nanonood kayo ng DPC sa camera, magkaiba yung location ng 3. Si Armel, by the way, si Armel and si Jao and si
DJ.
Si Armel, si Jao, si Raven na wala. Si Jabs and si DJ meron na because BTS Los Angeles sila.
Summit.
Nag-summit sila before the pandemic.
Champion sila nun.
Exactly. Champion sila nun, diba? So that's why they still have. So, multiple entry sila. Oo.
Okay.
Si Raven had because nag-qualify ata yung Geek Fam, but it was only single entry.
Single.
So he had to
reapply.
He had to reapply. So punta kami doon, Brunei. So Brunei, we stayed there for a few days, naglaro kami yung tournament. And then the appointment came. I don't know how much I want to say, pero ito na lang. Nagsimula kaming kunin at 9 a.m. By 9:15, kaming lahat nasa parking lot na.
Bilis.
Denied kaming lahat.
Bilis to.
As in,
But 15 minutes lang, gano'n.
lahat. And the thing is, I've been to the States. I've been to the States a few times na, nung bata ako. I haven't been there in the last few years. Diba? Pero no.
May history ka na ng States eh.
Wala lang. And that's again, and at least ito naman, nakikita ko naman.
Hindi sila nagbibigay ng reason, no?
Well, no, they do give a reason.
Okay.
And ang reason nila is, actually, naalala ko pa yung sinabi sa akin. I'm sorry, you do not qualify for a visa at this time. However, you may reapply at any time at any US port of call. Tapos sabi nila, unfortunately, we cannot determine your social ties to your home country. Ganun lang. In which, again, yun, dala namin lahat ng proof, and that's something na I think minsan nakikita ko dun sa diskurso.
Kasi si Fnatic din kasi is not a Philippine company rin.
Kahit magbigay sila ng parang certificate.
And we have, by the way, we have lahat ng documents namin kompleto. They didn't even have to look. Diba? They don't even have to look. No, they don't. They don't even have to look. Which is something na nakikita ko naman sa comments nung nangyari to, nung kasagsagan. And nakita ko naman, some people who did apply, they know na, no, they don't have to. You need to bring everything in case they ask. But
pero pag hindi nila tinanong,
they're not going to.
Hindi sila required na tanungin lahat.
Hindi sila required to ask you anything. They can decide
so,
on.
minsan, depende sa mag-i-interview sa inyo.
Allegedly, that's sometimes.
Visa, no? Depende
allegedly, that's sometimes what happens. Diba? So, syempre, okay, setback. Okay, syempre, malungkot kami. But, we prepared for this. So, backup plan. Research. At this time, si Boom, papunta pa lang siya. Mag-a-apply pa lang si Boom. And then, ang sabi nila sa amin, the only application na pwede nilang ma-secure is dapat 10 sila. Because group appointment na lang ang pwede.
Okay.
Sabi namin, well, we just got denied. So,
Might as well.
5 sila, 5 kami.
Might as well, diba?
Diba? Okay. So, and this, I have to say, sobrang thankful ako for Fnatic. Not once nakarinig ako na, bakit ano nangyayari dyan? Sobrang malo. Saka, okay, ano nangyari? Okay, nag-fail? O sige, saan anong next yung plano? Okay. Hindi pwedeng hindi tayo makapunta. Ganun. Sobrang supportive. So, nangyari, from Brunei, uwi kami ng Pilipinas saglit. After 2.5 days, lipad uli kami pa Indonesia.
Oh.
Pagdating namin ng Indonesia, nagkaroon pa ng problema ng konti dun sa agency na kinuha ng Boom. So, na-delay pa kami. So, dapat pagdating namin dun, after 2 days, apply na kami. Pinapunta kami dun agad-agad kasi para makakuha na daw It took them like an extra 6 days. So, for 6 days, andun na kami. Chill. Diba?
Indonesian pa rin muna kayo.
Oo.
Yun the pride.
Kain muna kami ng nasi goreng, nasi hayam. Araw-araw
Is this in Jakarta?
Jakarta.
Okay.
Jakarta.
Okay.
So yun, nandun lang kami. Nakipagkita na lang rin kami with like, colleagues in esports.
Sila Gary.
Si Gary hindi ko naabutan actually. Si Gary, nag-aya si Gary, pero nung pagdating namin, nasa Bali siya.
Okay.
Nung paalis na kami, nagkagawa. Sabi ko, may utang sa akin si Gary. So, and then the day of the application comes. And bili kami lahat ng shirts. Di ba? Napaayos kaming lahat.
Ano shirts?
Hindi, kasi baka...
Hindi kami naka-t-shirt.
baka kasi, siyempre, minsan, baka papagiyan.
Kala ko, I love USA.
I love USA. I love USA.
I love USA.
Ngayon, nung nakuha din yun, kasabay din namin talon. Si Q.
Sige.
Indonesian?
No,
Thailand.
Thai.
So, kasama namin si Q. And for some reason, nagkaroon ng parang miscommunication lang. So, ako tsaka yung manager namin, si Cell Rose, hindi kami nasama. So, puro players lang yun, plus si
Q.
Si Zach.
Sa Isaac.
Okay.
So, puro players plus si Isaac. And yung isang videographer ng book. So, sila pumunta. And this part, so hindi ko alam kasi wala ako dun. And this part is narrated to me lang by yung players namin. May linya yun
Linya.
Tapos may mga...
Cubicle.
parang mga counter.
Counter.
Diba? Pagpasok nila, pinauna silang 3, so silang 4. So, 3 kong player, Jao, Raven, Armel, tapos si Q. Next na sila, pinapunta sila doon. Tapos dapat kasama nila yung Boom.
Guys, para ma-visualize nyo, parang gagamba. Yung gagamba. Yung may hali sa gitna, tapos ganun-ganun, di ba? Parang gagamba. Yung
Parang sa passport.
Parang sa passport.
Parang sa passport.
Para na ma-visualize nyo, ha?
Parang nagbayad ng Meralco.
Yan.
Bayad center.
Kanya-kanya.
Mas madali.
Ganun, di ba?
Go ahead,
So, punta sila sa isang ganun. Tapos pagtingin nilang ganun, pinapunta sa iba yung Boom. So, sabi nila, tinanong sila saglit, pero papunta pa lang doon sila, alam na nila na wala na. So, ang ginawa sa kanila, hiningan sila ng invitation letter. Tinignan nung yung invitation letter. Umalis yung kausap nila, pumunta doon sa Boom. Tapos bumalik sa kanila. Denied sila, pero yung Boom, pasok.
Indonesian country din kasi. Boom
Feeling ko rin. Dahil may company sila ron.
May factory pwede.
Maybe. Pero we don't
know.
Wala.
Pero and here's the thing.
We don't know.
So, syempre, wala. So, we went on control mode. Syempre, again, plan C. Kausap namin. We got the 3 stand-ins. We secured the stand-ins. So, okay. Lipad si DJ, lipad si Jabs. Kasi at this point, we just needed points. We just needed points, right? Ito na yun.
Before Arlington, where were you at?
We were top 9.
Pero delikado pa rin.
Delikado.
Pero delikado siya.
Kailangan pa rin secure
kasi yung kumakatok sa'yo, Aster, Liquid.
Yes.
Lahat kung nasa baba na talagang top teams din.
Because we had not seen China yet.
Yes.
We had not seen China at an event. Diba? And newsflash, the Chinese teams are fucking monstrous.
Saka yung puntos doon kasi sa kanila, dalawang regional sila
Yung
Ang
regional
daya.
nila, putik, nanalo lang yung LGD, puta. Pasok na yung LGD.
Yung ibang teams, pag na top 16 ka sa major, wala kang puntos.
Wala.
Pero sila, yung apat na nag-top 4 sa kanila, may added points pa.
Oo.
So,
Kasi yung unang DPC, lahat regionals.
regionals.
Na-cancel
Oo.
eh.
Yung second DPC,
China lang.
China lang ang hindi nakapunta sa Stockholm. Walang China sa Stockholm.
So,
Kaya, nag-place ng mataas ang mga South American team.
Everyone, basically.
Actually,
Everyone.
halos lahat naman. Pero,
Doon umangat si TSM?
Yeah. Finals yun eh.
TSM.
nag-ano lang din siguro. Parang yung segregation ng points doon sa China is
Mas
solido sa
bumomba.
apat.
Kasi kanila lang eh. Sila
Sila lang yung
magkakalaban.
apat doon eh.
So, anyways.
That's not to say na hindi sila malakas.
Oo.
Malakas din talaga sila.
Pero,
diba?
kumbaga, hindi. You don't need, hindi mo masisival kasi judgment call na yun eh. Imbis naman na wala tayong magawa,
ito na lang.
Pero anyways, Arlington was the first major with Chinese teams, right?
That was the first major with Chinese
So, what
teams.
happened with the stand-ins?
So we got stand-ins and then pinauwi ko yung boys. Kasi syempre, okay boys, sorry, ito, that's the reality. We tried
Nanood
everything.
na sila.
And mabait naman sila kasi nandun sila. Kasama namin
Kulab,
sila.
hindi, pangit yun, awkward kasi.
Diba? So, umuwi sila, nagpahinga sila na maaga. Pero kami, nagstay kami kasi nga hindi kami nasama. So 1 week later, nagstay pa ako doon na 1 more week. Sira,
1 week?
nawala card ko doon, sira na ako
Anong
ng
card?
bait. Sa personal ko na card. Yung ATM ko.
Nawala lang siya? Nawala talaga?
Nawala eh.
Misplaced siguro.
Misplace ko.
So anyways, what happened after 1 week?
Kami na yung appointment. Pasok ko na.
This is without them joining the initial batch.
Wala na. Kami lang. Kaming dalawa lang naman.
Hindi to reapply, hindi to reapply.
No.
Ayun talaga yung original na skin nila.
Ano lang kami, na hindi lang kami nasama doon sa initial.
Pero ongoing na yung tournament nun?
Hindi. Question.
Papunta na.
Papunta na.
2
Question.
days na lang.
2 days na
Question.
lang.
If ever na hindi sumama yung Fnatic dun sa Boom Boys, meron ba silang appointment by the second week kasabay nyo? O dapat
No.
group ulit?
Part pa rin kami nung group. Nagkamali lang sa amin. So hinanapan lang kami ng kinabit lang kami sa.
So
Kasi
hindi kontrolado.
nabayaran na namin.
Hindi rin nila kontrolado.
Hindi rin.
So kumbaga yung schedule niya because of the Boom Group.
Boom
rin?
group rin.
Yun talaga yun. So, kami, I have a visa.
Hindi, kung ako yun, ako lalaro doon. Di ba?
Makakita sila ng Elder Titan. Hindi ako kaya ko laro.
Blue Master Post 5. Blue Master Post 5. Tap na yan.
Diba, ano ba kaya ko laruin ngayon? Tide.
Kung ako yun,
Beno, ayaw mo Beno?
Ayoko na mag-beno. Trauma na ako sa beno. Hindi dahil kay Kuko, dahil sa last year namin.
Beno Lords din natin to.
Beno Lords din.
Si Pao.
Benong-beno ako dahil.
Beno,
So, kayo
Blue
na-approve?
Master.
Kami.
Yung
So,
management.
anong nangyari? Yung manager ko, syempre nag-usap kami, na-approve tayo, ang gagawin natin. So, ano ako gagawin? So, nag-usap kami, tinignan ko yung cost. Sabi ko, it doesn't make sense for me to fly. Kasi by the time na na-approve kami, simula na yung tournament.
Lumipat kayo hindi?
Hindi na ako lumipad.
So,
Pinalipad ko siya.
Si manager na
Pinalipad ko siya. Sabi ko, important na makalipad ka. It's also your first,
experience na.
new experience. And because this is the first time that she will fly outside of Asia. So it's important na magamit niya yun for the future, di ba? So, sabi ko, it doesn't make sense na tayong dalawa lilipad. Pagdating ko doon, there's no telling. With 3 stand-ins, you don't know what you're gonna get. Di ba? If it was the whole team, I would definitely fly there. Di ba? Pero hindi, it's 3 stand-ins. So, ako parang, sasayin tayo, magkano na yung di ba? Biglaan eh. Yung flights noon were
Magkano?
7K USD.
Aray.
Di ba?
Sa
Bakit
Bontes
person?
rights.
Yeah, pero one person. Di ba? Something like that. 5 or 7K, 5 to 7K na range. Parang, sabi ko, no, that's...
Absurd.
Kasi hindi na sagot ni Tio yun eh. Kasi outside of oras na yun eh.
Pero anyways, how did the stand-ins came about? Paano nyo naisip sila? Paano yung usap?
So the number one thing that we were thinking about was who do we know who can play for sure?
Sino?
Kumbaga hindi na kailangan ng visa. Pwede na nandun na.
Yeah, 'di ba? If it's another visa situation, if it's another
Malabo na naman.
Malabo na, 'di ba? So the priority was NA Europe, SA.
Okay.
'Di ba? And pagdating doon, it was easy enough. Dubu knows, we know Dubu.
They didn't qualify.
They didn't qualify.
Kasi
so that's number one.
Quincy Crew natalo sila. Yun yung parang usapang sagip ka pamilya.
Sagip kami Emilia. And also, qualified na sila for
Yeah,
tier
di
na.
ba? So,
Hindi na masama.
kinausap namin, at first it was Brial and Dubu. Yeah, because si Timado had initially asked to play, parang tinanong siya ng entity first.
Kasi bago mag-Saberlight.
Bago mag-Saber. So, actually, ang nangyari doon, nung nalaman niya na si Dubu and si Brial is playing for us, sabi niya, mas gusto kong kalaro si Dubu. So, kinausap namin yung entity. And entity was super understanding din. Kasi sabi nila, well, kung yung player wants to play with someone else, ayaw din, di ba? Hindi rin maganda na i-force namin siya maglaro sa amin. Sabi nila, and by the way, we're friends with Saberlight.
Okay, tropa
Kasi
nila yan.
Saberlight is Polish. Diba? So, it was sobrang dali lang. And so, si Saberlight joined them. Kaya, there were 4...
And sinabi nga ni Saberlight, di ba? He's the reason kung bakit
Nag-fix siya.
Yeah.
Yung isa.
Saber Chat. Saber Chat.
Magaling yung mga
So,
burst niya.
so, we got them. They were wonderful to play with. Hearing from...
Pero other than the TSM boys, who are your options pa?
We were also asking Natsumi. Because Natsumi also...
Nag-summit.
Yung Adroit.
Nag-summit siya.
Yeah.
Pagkarating nila doon is na-postpone.
Is that Sumi multiple entry o...
Yeah.
Multiple.
We also asked RSG, but I think last minute they wanted to prepare instead.
Tama naman din.
For the qual, which again, we
Understandable.
understand.
Tama naman.
Yeah. So yun, but again, it's a matter. And by the way, okay, since we're here,
Yan.
stop asking me about Gabbi. Kasi yun parang...
Gabbi din si Gabbi.
Boss, palaruin nyo si Gabbi. Boss, si Gabbi, boss. Bigyan nyo ng chance. I'm like, to be absolutely clear.
T1 pa siya nito.
T1 pa siya nito.
T1 pa siya nito. Qualifier na lang. Nung qualifier, after nung Arlington, nung magka-qualifier, doon lang yata siya tinanggal.
I have been hearing, my inbox has been filled with Gabbi since Arlington. Nung Hatyay, which I assume we will get to later, ganun din. Guys, wala akong control sa player. Okay? Nagtanong kami, ayaw. Actually, hindi ayaw. Hindi kami inayawan. Hindi nag-reply. So, wala.
Kaya nakano si Gabbi ngayon,
He's on, he's taking a leave.
Naka-hire siya.
Yeah, he's taking a break.
Which is
Break
he
muna.
Deserve
Tama.
din. Deserve ng player yun.
Okay? Different people have their own different mechanism on how they can adjust on stress and how they can reset.
Yeah.
Diba?
And again, it's not because, kasi minsan may na, ba't ayaw nyo kay Gabbi? Ba't ayaw nyo ba sa
Hindi siya as simple as 1, 2, 3.
No,
Complex ang different tao. Meron silang different adaptation kung paano sila magiging okay, kung paano sila marerelax.
And, may sarili siyang plans.
Yeah.
May sarili siyang plans. And you have to respect.
And ang plano niya is?
I don't know. May sarili siyang plans. Kanya na rin yun.
Okay. Kala ko kasi alam ni Pao eh.
No, I don't.
Kala ko kasi alam ni Pao eh. Diba?
Baka lang.
I'm sure he will tell people soon.
Sooner yan.
Diba?
Abangan nyo, di ba? Alay nyo.
So yun lang, parang naano lang ako na parang, guys, come on. Diba? When we make these decisions,
If it's
not
possible,
because-
it's possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Diba? We respect yung galing ng mga players na to, diba? Pero when this happens, it's not because we don't like yung mga idol nyo.
Yes.
Right? So, yun lang yung sa akin. Kasi eventually may nakita, the best one I received was for Hatyay actually. We announced that we're going to get si Palos.
Si Palos.
After Hatyay.
After
For
Hatyay.
ESL 1 Malaysia to.
Yes, Elval
Kasi,
Malaysia.
Problemado pa ako sa kanya nun.
Kanino?
Sa kanya.
Ako?
Kasi parang yung implication dun sa isa niya parang pinost ba yun or something na parang
yan
sa Raven.
No! Welcome.
Pinasa sa akin yung guys.
Ilagay, thank you.
Yeah, so, nung in-announce namin na we're going to get si Palos, may nagme-message sa akin, boss, ba't hindi si Gabbi? Boss, hindi na lang. Boss, ba't hindi na lang si Ana? Bakit nga ba? Hindi, di ba? Parang, and yung sa amin, we ask, di ba? We ask, but it's either they answer no or they don't answer. So, para sa amin, I have to keep searching, di ba? May isang nag-message sa akin, so, boss, dapat si Gabbi nilang pinalaro nyo, umay naman kayo, boss, Pilipino pa, ayaw sa Pilipino.
Pilipinas pala sa.
Di ba, kakala nila ibang lahi si Palos.
First of all, si Palos is also Filipino. Or second of all, I have 4 Filipinos on my team. What do you want me to do? apat yung Pinoy sa team ko, di ba? Mas Pilipino pa kami sa TNC at one point. You know what I mean? Parang, ang gagawin ko sa inyo, di ba? So, yun lang. Parang
Ako naman, to be clear naman, Pao, on that side era.
Yan.
Sige na, aamin na ako. Ako talaga yung nagtaas nun. Pero ang mindset ko nun, kung hindi ko ginawa, may ibang gagawa. Di ba? Ganun din naman di ba?
Okay.
So ako na tumira, di ba? So,
Hindi, maganda kasi performance dun Fnatic Sinasabi
tsaka,
nila.
ang pinaka-importante kasi dito, komedyante tayo Komedyante kami.
Tsaka kasi lagi kaming inaano ni cameraman.
Lagi kami ng cameraman, no?
Actually.
Maingay kasi kami talaga dun sa harapan.
Pero anyways, the stand-in performed great.
Yes!
At the stock Arlington
Parang
Major.
halos lahat nga ng tournament na may standing.
Napakagaling. Akala natin fluke lang yung Stockholm Major nila, pero ganda ng performance nila. Timado is a solid carry alongside Dubu and Bryle.
No.
Diba, Bryle, under the radar yan for some time already. Lumutang nung Stockholm at saka ngayong Arlington. And hopefully by TI. Sana
Actually, I want to hug si Brian. Kasi si Dubu, I already know.
Kamusta si Bryle? Is he parang
Pinoy yun
Pinoy na Pinoy ba talaga o medyo...
So yun nga, so I heard from my manager na nakakaintindi siya. Pero medyo ilang
Amboy
lang
talaga.
siya. Medyo ilang lang siyang magtagal.
Salita.
Nakakaintindi siya.
Okay.
So yun, okay lang siyang mag-usap sa team. Ganun. Pero I mean, noong time na yun, puro naman English speaking So okay lang siya. So I heard from my manager na, sobrang bait. Sabi ko, I wanna hug this dude. Kasi siya he's like very, very quiet, very lang siya.
Abed type.
Kind of, si Abed ngayon, mayabang na, hindi na ako. Ayun na, roommate ko yun Roommate ko dati, hindi ako nakapansin.
Anyway, so...
Pag message ko, ang sagot na lang sa akin.
Anyways, yun nga, Arlington Major, dire-diretso yan. Gamers Galaxy Thailand and then ESL 1 Malaysia.
Hellman.
Hellman. So after
tournament,
Arlington, rekta ba yun ng Thailand o uwi mo ng Pilipinas?
Well, kami lang ang nakapagpahinga. Kasi hindi kami pumunta. So sila DJ, I think pumunta si DJ ng Pilipinas for like 2 days and then flew. Si Jabs was Thailand. So the idea for Hatyai was supposed to be, okay, this is the first time that we're going to be together since July 11.
Kakabalik lang nung
Almost na.
For a month, di ba? Almost more than a month, hindi nakita yung buong team. Kasi remote naglaro yung tatlo, we've been flying everywhere. So Hatyai comes in, and first day, first of all, hindi rin pabor sa amin yung, I'm not going to complain about the format, but hindi lang pabor sa amin.
Best of one. Best of one.
Right? So, we didn't do well the first day against RSG. And then it was like,
Basta time
it's also time rated yung time rated.
Old format na mga tournaments.
Mall. It's the mall format Magko-close kami ng 9, you have to end at some point. So we didn't do well day 1. And nag-usap kami. And then si Raven was saying, medyo masakit yung lalamunan ko. It's probably because nag-ice cream daw siya nung afternoon na yun. Kinabahan ako. I asked, hey, can we get a COVID test?
Okay.
Nag-positive siya.
Yun, yung reason nun, guys.
Shit. So, yun na yan. So, ever since noon, what was supposed to be parang chill na balik namin, we had to isolate him. We had to ask Masaros because Masaros was in Thailand.
Okay.
The flight is an hour and a half, diba? So, ang bait ni Masaros, lumipad siya agad, naglaro siya. One day lang yung laro niya.
1 day lang.
Because again, the format, hindi siya sa amin, hindi siya pabor sa amin. So since yun yung nangyari, tanggal kami, so stress kami nun. At the event, kausap na rin namin, parang okay, anong gagawin natin sa Malaysia? Okay, anong gagawin
kasi
natin sa...
ilang days yung quarantine.
diba? Anong gagawin namin sa Thailand? Ganun. Okay, ano yung ruling dito sa Thailand versus doon? So, ang naging decision namin was, I sent Cell Rose with the team. So, she flew with the team over there.
This was when Raven already experienced.
So ano na siya? He had symptoms na. And by the next day, he was feeling it na. But thankfully, after like 2 days, okay na siya. It's just that he was still positive. So he had to be isolated, ganon. So Hatyai ends. Ang decision ko was, I'm going to send the boys with Celros. I'm going to stay there with Raven. And then I think it was the day or maybe the day before na lipad. Sabi ko, okay, let's all just... hindi, ano pala yun? Ang rule ni ESL, remember, para umenter ka ng hotel, you need a test.
Yun,
Okay.
Diba?
Okay
Diba?
na teams.
So, nag-test sila lahat na lilipad. Nag-positive si Neil.
Okay.
So, okay. So, okay. Alright. So,
We need to
now...
move forward with this one.
So, now I have to also take care of Neil, which is also its own budgetary concern. So, ang nangyari, ako, I didn't test positive. I stayed there because ako lang yung pwedeng tumakbo for them.
Kung yung sa errand sa kanila.
So, we stayed there. And shoutouts kay Palos. Because again, we were looking. And then, syempre, I asked the team. By the way, in all of these choices, hindi ako ang first na choice. So always, you always ask the players. You always ask the team.
Sino gusto mong kalaro?
Yeah, nila sync ba sa kanila or hindi, di ba?
Exactly. So, sabi nila, to. And sa listahan na yun, nandun si Palos.
Okay.
So we asked Palos.
Remember
Lumipad na yung ex
Remember guys, kahit laglag na yung exe nun, problem is, may qualifiers sila.
Yeah, actually for Predator.
Qualifiers sila.
Predator Japan. So, nag-message ako, nag-iwan ako ng message kay Jovi.
Joby?
Joby.
Yung manager nila.
Ang manager na ex eh.
So,
Manager pala yun?
Manager si Joby.
Okay.
Hindi mo alam akala ko
And then?
So, message ako sa kanya, sumagot siya around 11 p.m.
Galing ni Joby
Kasi
fairness,
kakalad lang nila. And then sabi niya, boss, pauwi lang muna kami. So, pauwi sila dito. Maybe like in an hour and a half, nag-message sila sa akin. Tapos sabi nila, okay daw si Palos.
Laban,
8 a.m. the next day, nag-book ako agad ng ticket. 8 a.m. si Palos was back in the airport.
Hindi, alam mo ginawa niya lang dito? Nag-shomay lang.
Shomay lang. Sabi nila.
Abutan niyo pa.
Shomay lang.
Sobrang bilib ako sa bata na yun.
Nga, kaya kasi sinasabi ko rin sa inyo, again, the swerting mala sa team. Di ba? Yung stand-in nila for Arlington, hindi biro. Tatlong Fnatic boys. Tatlong TSM boys. Tapos, yung stand-in nila ngayon, si Palos, ang daming option. May Ana, merong GABBI, meron pa mga ibang option. Pero Palos is the least expected na pwede mag-stand-in. Pero ang ganda ng performance si Palos with Fnatic for that one. Kaya napasabi rin ako talaga ng welcome.
And again, feedback from the team. Kasi siya, maraming doon. Diba? Ano siya? Mabilis siyang nag-gel. I think nakalaro na siya ni Jao.
Ni Jao sa Neon.
Yeah.
Neon.
So,
Neon sila.
meron sila and magaling sila. Right?
Magaling.
Yes.
So, may doon. We had something to work off of, at least.
Swerting malas. And now, the most exciting part, by the way, actually, na-skip na natin eh.
Yes!
Na-skip
This
na natin.
happened on the way to Hatyay.
Na-skip na natin. So, at least ngayon, tinaro na natin. ESL Malaysia, tapos na. Hatyay, tapos na. Arlington, tapos na. So, ngayon, tapos na yung Arlington. We were assuming kasi laglag na kayo and lumalaro pa yung outsiders.
Pero next round is natalo din sila.
Laglag na, di ba? So, initial calculation, angat sila sa inyo ng 1 point?
1 point.
Yes, by 1 point. By 0.5.
0.5.
0.05.
So, how was the morale of the team? Paano yung usap? Magkakahiwalay pa kayo ngayon?
Okay.
Paano yung communication?
Sige. So, in Arlington, we were watching. Siyempre, we were watching from over here. The entire tournament, nanonood like si Armel, si Jao, si Raven. We have a group chat. And they were still giving their opinions.
Inputs. Yeah.
Input. So, ganun yung boys ko they just like Dota. Wala pa hindi ako naglalaro dyan, bahala na. Wala. So, everyone was still giving their input. Do or die match.
Nanalo sila game 1.
We win game 1.
Against?
Was it?
Siya ba naglaglag sa inyo nun? Entity.
Beast Coast?
Entity.
Was it Entity?
Entity.
I think it was Beast Coast. Anyway. I think it was Beast Coast.
Hindi Entity. Si ano nga pala yan.
Kasi Beast Coast din ata.
Beast Coast. Tama, Beast Coast.
So, we win. That was good. Game 2, talo. Game 3, syempre, The moment we lost, I remember because it was like 3 a.m. 3 or 4 a.m. Shit.
message ako agad Giselle. Sabi ko, kumusta kayo dyan? Sabi niya, okay lang, pabalik na sila. Sabi ko, okay, we need to figure out flights. Because this means we are boot camping earlier. So, we took that hell month, right? Diba, thinking we could rest. Kasi by the time that we said yes to all of these tournaments, the qualifier schedule wasn't there yet. Diba? So, because of that, everything moves up. Because we have to play qualifiers, and then after qualifiers, we need to go straight into boot camp because we're not in the groups. We would be in LCQ. Right? So, prepare na kami. In fact, we had booked, by morning, alam namin yung schedule namin lahat. We were already parang, tinatanong na lang namin sila dyan, okay, when are you coming back to the Philippines? Ganun. We had the date na where people need to come back. Anong oras yung gusto yung flight mo? Ganun na lang yung usapan namin. Mabilis kami, mentally, mabilis kami.
Pero yung mood ng team,
They're fine.
normal.
Literally, like a few hours later, kasi syempre, magkausap sila doon, talking about the game. Later pa, nag-usap-usap kaming team sa group chat. Ang pinag-usapan namin was literally, ano na lang. Okay boys. The long way.
So tanggap,
ganun lang yung parang.
So
okay,
tanggap
boys.
nyo na?
Yes!
You didn't round up ng
Yes,
sarili nyo.
no!
Hindi nyo kinalculate ang sarili nyo.
Why? Bakit? Ano yung incentive for us to ever think that anything would go wrong?
Kasi,
Wala.
at kahit yung
First
mga...
time
Kahit yung mga caster, panel, yun eh.
Pati first time eh.
On broadcast, in-announce nila.
Yun din
So kami parang, well, shit.
That's official.
HQ was the same. Okay. Alright, fine. So, 1 week. I know, not 1 week. A few days.
Few days lang.
Few days. Hatyay, papunta kami. And saksi ang execution dito kasi kasabay namin sila sa flight. By the time na nakaalis kami ng Pilipinas, we arrived in Bangkok mga around 6 p.m. siguro oras natin dito.
Kinalapit ako ni Maki. Kasi ando si Maki. Uy, Kuya Pao, totoo ba to?
Si Maki nagsabi sa'yo?
Sabi niya, nakita mo ba to? Sabi ko, ano ba yan?
Bida-bida talaga yun.
Kasi may nag-tweet na parang bakit daw sa official na website, angat kami.
Oo, nakita ko yun.
Yun eh. Doon na
Ako parang, well, knowing yung luck namin all season, sabi ko, ayoko umasa.
Tsaka walang kumukontak sa inyo eh.
Wala.
Walang kumukontak
So,
sa inyo eh.
nakita rin ng HQ. Sabi nila, Pao, ano to? Do we need to say anything? Do we need to contact Valve? Do we need, sabi ko, wag na. You know what? Let's wait for it. I'm sure this is some mistake
Blunder lang.
on the website. Ginawa ko, nag-contact din ako kay Knoxville, for example. Then, hey, nagkakamali ba yung website sa experience? Sabi, yeah. Actually, many times. Dati yung forward game
Ay yung due diligence mo.
Oo, di ba? So, okay, tanong ako. Kasi syempre, you can't ask Valve, di ba? Minsan na sila mag-reply.
Hindi naman
Minsan na sila mag-reply. So, tinanong ko yung people who are experienced in this part of the competitive side of
aspect.
Diba? So, okay. Sabi ko, okay. Yun. Nandun kami. Hinihintay namin yung flight namin from Bangkok to Hat Yai. We get on the flight. Pagbalik namin, naayos namin yung mga players. We got into our hotel, mga around 11 na doon, which is 12 midnight here.
Okay.
So, it's like half 12-hour travel na nandyan lang yung Bangkok, right? But, finally, pagpasok ko into my room, tingnan ko ulit. Ang dami na nag-share.
Pero hindi nyo pa alam.
Hindi pa namin alam. Ang dami na nag-share. Parang may mga theory na kung
Hindi
ano
pa confirmation.
Wala pa.
Okay.
I go to bed.
Okay.
5 a.m. Bangkok time. So plus 1. 6 dito. Nagising ako kasi yung phone ko. Ping, 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 ping.
Ang dami.
Ang daming nagtag sa akin sa Twitter. Tapos yung nag-blow up yung WhatsApp ko, ganun. Wow, congrats. Ganun. Ha? Tinignan ko, ayan, apparently, naglabas ng tweet yung Valve that we're in.
Okay. Official.
And official, sabi ko, I don't know how to feel.
Pero walang reason silang binigay kung bakit ganun.
Ang sabi lang nila, this is always how we've done it and this is the official.
Okay.
Yun lang.
Yan, nilabas lang nila na ito yung
Nag-email sila sa
12
amin.
teams.
Nag-email lang sila sa amin. Like, I read the email after I saw the tweet. Na parang, this is always, ang nakalagay na essentially is, this is always how it's been done. Sorry
So we'll stick with it.
Sorry for the miscommunication, but this is, this has been received. Thank you. Yun lang.
This is very much appreciated. Kung ako yun, huwag mo na problemahin, okay na to.
pero that's the thing. I nilagay ko dun sa group chat. Lahat kaming nandun, parang kami, qualified na tayo. Kasi parang yung feeling na...
Naka-mindset kayo ng ng qualifier.
Gera na eh. Gera na to eh.
Tsaka kami, yung parang... At least for me, I'm not gonna speak for anyone else on the team, pero for me, it was... Alam mo yung parang handa ka na, tanggap mo na yung kapalaran mo.
Long road ka na.
Tapos nung nalaman parang, ayokong magbunyi. Kasi baka mamaya magising ako, nasa Thailand pa ako ngayon. Alam mo, parang, okay.
Okay.
Alright.
How was the reception from the players?
Rebook tayo ulit. Ganun.
How was the reception from the players in the HQ?
HQ was very happy, obviously. HQ was very happy. And then eventually, nung magkakasama na kaming lahat, because syempre some were flying from the States.
Yes.
Nung dumating na kaming lahat, ano na, tsaka nag-go, yay! Wala tayo! Okay. Totoo pa rin to. Ganun pa rin eh. So parang cautious pa rin. Masaya, pero cautious pa rin.
Okay ba mangyayari,
Kasi,
diba?
di ba? Yun nga, kaya minsan may nakikita ko na comment na parang, uy, baka nilabi ni Fnatic.
Wala.
Hindi nyo maapektuhan ang desisyon ni Valve.
No.
Kung may desisyon siya, desisyon niya yun.
Ako naman, nakita ko naman din, yung outsider na gano'n.
Kaya. Hindi, kasi...
Pero, sa
sakit
lakas
nun.
nila, they're still in MCQ.
Pero pwede mo kasing sabihin, may kasalanan din sila. Dahil yung next match nila is, kung pinanalo rin nila naman yun, laglag na talaga yung Fnatic.
Nasa kanila rin. So anyways, that was the whole stretch from the Gamers Galaxy up until just imagine yung mga kalaban mo ng qualifiers, hindi rin biro. RSG is on a roll. T1 is newly formed.
Bagong
Execration, lason lagi ang execration, di ba? Di ba, so,
Polaris. May new respect kami sa, yung carry nun.
Polaris is a threat. Laging threat yun, di ba? And Talon will always be there pag regional lang usapan. Di ba? So, just imagine kung natin yung Fnatic, di ba? Mas rumble ang mangyayari.
Mas masaya siyempre. Ilan na yun.
Funny enough, I did get a lot of parang thank you.
Kasi
from Polaris, from Talon. Thank you, wala na kayo.
Kasi nga, ganun kadelikado yung qualifier.
Yeah.
Pag dumagdag pa kayo ron, hindi na Royal Rumble na yun. World War na yun.
Pero we were ready. We were ready. So, thankfully, and I would say the biggest, aside from getting to TI obviously, pero the biggest thing that I'm thankful for the whole thing is nakapagpahinga sila DJ.
Yes.
Yan naman talaga eh. Yung break ng players eh.
It's been a long road, diba? Si Jabs keeps flying over here because our boot camp's here, so
yes.
It's always nice kung magkakaroon ka ng pahinga. So nakapagpahinga kami from Hell Month, and now we're on on the road to TI.
Yes. Fresh sila ngayon.
Going well.
Fresh sila ngayon.
Yeah, I mean we're in BTS, and I think we're top seed.
Yes. Upper bracket na kayo.
Yeah.
So anyways, after that long stretch of usap, let's have a chill usapan muna for a bit.
Yan.
And let's have this Cooldown Insider with Fnatic. Okay? So for the Cooldown Insider, tatlo to, ABC to. So yung una ko muna is I'll just give you a category and then you'll say who for the Fnatic boys.
Okay.
You've been with them for a year, 2 already, even last year from Romania, di ba? So I think this is So first question is, for the Fnatic boys, outside of the game, sino yung, actually inside the game pala, sino pinaka-vocal sa kanila? Sino yung tingin mo nasusunod lagi, di ba?
Nasusunod. Outside the game.
Inside mo na, inside.
Inside. I think nasusunod palagi.
Yung kumbaga sa kanya yung more power with regards to shot calling or whatever.
I think DJ.
Okay.
Si DJ?
Talaga?
I think DJ.
Pag ako nakikita ko yung voice of the game nyo na Fnatic.
Guys.
Halos lahat naman nagsasalita eh.
So the thing with my team is that lahat sila nagsasalta. We don't have like one shot caller.
It's a collaborative effort.
Halos lahat
It's a collaborative effort.
Collaborative, pero I think a lot of those sort of end game calls. So end game calls.
Mga crucial.
They come from Jabs and DJ and si Armel.
Okay.
Execute na lang nila.
But I think kasi especially when we play lane dominator style, then it has to come from yung playmaker. So yung playmaker naman is, it's either si Jab, si Armel, or si DJ. But a lot of the time it's kasi may carry mid kami na times, mayroon kami carry off lane, mayroon kami lane dominate. So a lot of it happens just naturally just becomes DJ.
So, outside the game, sino yung buhay ng kwentuhan? Kumbaga, sino yung nadala ng usapan?
Okay, I know exactly the answer. The answer to this one is 3 people sharing one brain cell.
Sino?
Which is si Jao, si Raven, and si Armel. Yung tatlong yun, oh my God. Kasama namin sila sa Indonesia. They're very sweet, pero sobrang kapag may isa na unang magsalita, yung dalawa, babangkay na agad yung dalawa. Diba? Parang, kain tayo sa bus, tangin naman, gano'n agad. So, ang saya nilang tatlong kasama. Silang tatlo yung buhay ng team.
Okay, outside the game.
Silang tatlo. And maraming aspect. Si Armel, makuwela sa jokes. Yung mga jokes ni Armel palaging, yung mga yung mga parang maladolpi. Yung mga jokes
old school.
Yung
old school na jokes.
Sabihin niya sa akin, ganun kasi talaga ako pa, napagbubuklod ko yung mga tao Ganun sa yung joke.
Medyo may kumpiyansa, no? Ibang joke na yun, Di ba?
Dolphy yun, di ba?
Ibang joke na yun,
Ano siya, yung parang alam mong, alam mong joke siya, pero at the same time, siya. Si Jao, kanta yan.
Kanta?
Ay, kanta?
Nasabi ko sa inyo.
Kumakanta lagi siya?
Testing nga natin yan, no? Testingan natin yan, no?
Sabi ko sa inyo, nung magkakasama kami ng Brunei, Indonesia, almost 3 weeks. Sobrang bonding namin nun, na kaming 5. Pag-uwi ko ng bahay, mag-isa lang ako sa bahay. Yung 2 days na nasa bahay lang ako. Saan ka punta? Tulog mo.
Kumbaga kung ano yung kinakanta niya
Ano yung kinakanta ni Jao, yun na yung nasa ko.
Testing mo yan, Lo, di ba? Testing niya, Lo, yan. Siyempre, sa kantaan.
Pagkantaan, testingin natin yan.
Pero,
si Raven, iba rin yung jokes ni Raven. Yung mga jokes ni Raven, pa sa sarili niya rin. So, marami. And pag pinaghalo mo silang tatlo, sila yun.
Kwela. So, next question naman natin, pag-practice, di ba? Sino yung madalas na, andito na kami, Andiyan ka pa.
Sino pinaka-late?
Late.
Sino late comers?
Kung mag-alam naman natin na lahat naman yan, punctual. Pero meron siyempreng, kung as much as possible na wala pa ako, relax lang muna ako. Parang ganon. Ako guilty ako dyan.
Ang pinaka-maaga si Armel tsaka si DJ.
Galing.
Si Armel tsaka si DJ. Actually sila lahat maaga sila. But sa mga maaga, sino yung nahuhuli? I think si Jao.
Si Jao. Malaki kasi katawan ni Jao kasi kailangan talagang ipahinga yun, di ba? Ngayon naman, sino naman ang pinaka-call center with the labi-dabi?
Yan. Always reporting to labi-dabs commander.
Reporting sa commander, yan. Sino? May girlfriend si Armel, may girlfriend si DJ, si Jao may girlfriend din, si Raven, wala yata ngayon.
Hindi ko sure.
So, ibig sabihin na wala kang girlfriend. Wala ka nang pwedeng kalandian, di ba?
Malay mo.
Si Derek, may kalandian yan, di ba? Lagi yan.
Si Tom, may kalandian.
Tapos si Jabs meron din. Girlfriend.
Meron din.
So, sino sa kanila yung always reporting? Yan.
Always reporting si Armel tsaka si DJ. Siyempre, may pamilya si DJ.
Okay.
Si
DJ, ano yung kasi may anak sila, di ba?
Si DJ is very, very involved. Kapag break day, uwi. Spend time with ano talaga siya.
Ganun talaga
very involved. Ever since.
Si Armel, ayaw lang talaga niya pakawalan talaga si Madam. Si Madam Justin.
Si manager.
Luis.
Shoutouts pala sa mom ni LJ na nagpo-provide ng catering namin everyday.
Talaga? Araw-araw?
Yun yata yung in-orderan ng masarap na
Ni Kuko din.
Ni Kuko
Makapagano mo talaga si Armel. Makapagano talaga si Armel doon.
Sumubo kami.
Masarap yung hipon nun. Tsaka yung
Hindi lang pwede yung hipon sa
kare-kare.
amin. Hindi lang pwede yung hipon sa amin.
Mamatay. Pero yung kare-kare, masarap. Saka,
Actually, pati
kaldereta yata.
Yung kaldereta masarap.
So,
Ano lang, syempre kasi ang hinanap kasi namin, and this is part of my job, di ba? Naghanap kami ng food provider na maraming magbigay kasi sa Pilipinas sobrang konting magbigay.
tipid.
Shoutout sa Grab.
Shoutout sa Grab. Walang iya.
Pero totoo naman eh. Oo.
Totoo eh, wala eh. Syempre kailangan namin yung masustansya. Masustansya and less.
So, naka-budget yun?
Oo, naka-budget.
Budget, tapos ano lang.
Kaya yung kinuha namin.
Shoutout sa Narinia LJ.
Kilo.
Nakapack na siya?
Hindi, malam. 3.
Tray.
Tray.
Kayo na
Tray.
Sarap
Nakita ko rin
pala.
yung kuko yun eh.
Yun yung ano namin, yun yung parang yun yung
Food
solution
provider.
namin sa pagkain.
So anyways, after that one, last question ko sa inyo is sino naman dito yung the least na pinakamahinang the least na umiinom tsaka yung talagang manginginom talaga sa team. Yan. Yung malakas, kumbaga nakasanayan na niya pantanggal ng stress, inom.
Well, wala kaming ganun.
May ganun ba na everyday? Wala naman siya ng everyday na nag-game.
Actually, wala rin akong player na mahilig uminom yung parang everyday.
Okay.
Uminom kami kapag kunwari end of season,
Occasionally.
birthday.
Hindi yung serial na drink.
Actually, ngayon nga is parang wala pa kaming inom kahit na parang may panalo kami or anything kasi TI mode eh.
Try hard talaga muna.
Try hard mode kami. So, pero siguro kapag party, jobs can party. Wow. May nung nanalo kami ng season 2, lumabas kami. So,
Last na question talaga. Sino sa mga player may pinakamagandang chikot? Yan, para sa tingin mo. Pinakamagandang chikot. Si Armel ito, Fortuner yan si Armel, no?
Lahat sila Fortuner eh. Ang pa-explain ako sa mga esports na player ng Pilipinas.
Ako, Fortuner din ako.
Fortuner kayo.
Fortuner din ako eh.
Di ba?
Baka kasi pang family.
Pang-family.
Mas madali.
Pang-family
eh.
na
Oo,
efficient
pang-family eh. Laki eh.
Hindi, alam mo naman, hindi, ang ano naman.
Napakahirap mag-park sa Makati ah.
Hindi, ang akin naman, may option din kami ako for me lang Fortuner din yung akin. Ang akin naman kasi, pwede ako Avanza or ano ba? Avanza tapos after ng
Montero?
Avanza.
Innova.
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 Sa akin lang, andyan eh, kaya na eh. Kunin mo na. 'Di ba? Being a fanatic, I'm sure
Hindi ko po kaya.
Hindi naman biro. Hindi naman biro yung sweldo ng mga player, 'di ba?
Meron po ako sa bahay bisikleta.
So kung kaya ng player, they'll go for the Fortuner, 'di ba? And they're looking forward for a family in the future.
Kaya pala siya tinitira ni Chibibi no na sobrang yaman na niya.
Ako wala pa ako ano.
Hindi, hulugan 20-20 araw-araw yun. Pumunta sa bahay namin. Ang 20 mo. Ay, 20 mo. 20 mo. So, yun nga, mga kaibigan, yung ating konting insider. Next is, bigyan mo kami lang ng kahit isa or dalawa na tingin mo hindi alam ng public about a specific player. Kahit hindi lahat kahit isang player lang, dalawang player na hindi nila alam. Tingin mo, living with them for quite some time already.
Ang taste ni Armel sa music, it's a lot older than you think.
Wow!
Oh.
It's a lot older.
80s? 90s?
Nung isang araw nasa bootcamp ako, yung kinakanta ni Jao, Nick Makino.
Okay.
To the moon. To the moon yun eh.
Diba? ang kinakanta ni Armel, The Carpenters.
Wow!
Alagay.
Wow!
Mag-alt-tab.
Ganda ng taste ni Armel.
Mag-alt-tab siya. Kasi ano yun, alam mo yung parang mga 1 hour, ilang music lang galing sa dekada 80. Okay, scroll.
Compile.
Ganun.
Wow! Ay, yung paalma niya.
Ay, di, pag naglalaro siya nun.
Kaya nga.
Kapak yun eh.
Kaya nga, comfort zone niya. Comfort zone niya.
So yun, so yung taste in music is a lot older than you think.
So next is, we've been talking about the preparation earlier, pero ano yung tingin mo na pwede mong i-share na you're doing for TI with the team?
Doing for TI.
Na pwede i-share?
I think what I can share is at least this year, lahat ng mga parang pinlano namin na system na we've been trying to do for years. I think this year nagawa namin siya. You know, a big part of preparation is people have the idea na when you're preparing for something, it's just long hours, sleepless nights. We have those. But really what defines if it's going to be effective or not is the quality.
Yeah.
Not the quantity. You can have high quantity of something, but if the quality is low, guess what? All you've gotten from it is bad habits.
Pero hindi naman to shoutout kay Thompson, hindi naman.
No.
Kaya tanong ko lang. Naman. Kasi Thompson, 20 games ng
20 games.
100 games in 5 days yata, di ba? So,
No,
1 week.
but the thing is, he may also have quality.
Kaya nga tinanong ko lang.
Yeah,
di ba?
Pero ang coming lang from before, from how I would handle teams before, and I'm not just talking about Fnatic, I'm also like other teams I've handled before. There's always an idea na we need to go hard, lahat, 'di ba? Ganun eh. But it's not that. It's not that. Hindi lang 'yun, 'di ba? If you have to have one or the other, I would go with quality.
With
quality.
Yeah.
If I can have both, I'll have both. 'Di ba? Pero if I can have one, sa quality, 'di ba? Pero
yun nga lang siya. So, I'm happy ngayon na yung mga sistema namin is allowing us to have quality. And last year, yung experience ko was like, and I think we saw from yung results namin, was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I'm not going to trash talk yung team ko last year, but yeah, it's a very different feeling.
Hindi, it's part of improvement eh.
Yeah.
So you learn from every year that you go in for the competitive aspect, di ba? Pero anyways, I do have multiple questions pa, pero we will wrap it up in 3 na lang na question if ever. Since we will be having our second part naman, the post-TI naman ng ganito with Pau, okay? That's for sure. No,
Ngayon lang ako nasabihan na for sure yun.
For sure na yun.
Grabe yun. Na-volunteer ako bigla.
Pau, para sa Philippine Dota, no? Para sa Philippine Dota. So
tama.
next time na pumunta ka rito, may kasama ka pa ibang manager pa. Mamaya si Isaac o kaya si Domo, di ba?
Yan.
Pwede. Para sa, di lang para sa amin to.
Jersey na rin.
Sama mo sa amin yan.
Yung sa loob, palagi.
Yung Pau! Sabihin mo na.
Yan,
Pau!
Yes, I get it.
Pau, sabihin mo na si Valve doon. Cards. Yung mga jersey, willing kami ibigay yung mga namin. Yung mga jersey namin during TI para meron kayong game worn.
May lalapit niyo ba yung card dun sa...
Meron naman yan.
Diba?
Kayo na
CSGO to, diba?
kayo na magsabi kay Valve nun. Para sa mga Diyos ko.
Sana may to, kung may totoong card, no?
Digital, saka no?
Shoutout kay
Subukan
Valve.
natin.
Valve, eto galing sa amin to Huwag ka matakot, Valve, na if... that pala English.
Don't be afraid. Everything else is palubo.
Don't be afraid if we cannot parang be on par of the previous TI prices. Let the community do its thing, di ba? So, if ever you need help with concepts, we can surely help naman, di ba? So, hopefully we can do this one. This is our pride, di ba? So, hopefully, you let it run through first before deciding. Pero
tama yung nahugod ko pa na. hindi kita.
Yes, kita naman.
Kita naman. Si Brolan.
Yes.
Si Brolan.
Ito, collectible cards galing sa ESL.
And Epics. Ganda, di ba?
Yeah, ako, I mean,
it will be improved pag may game worn pa yan, di ba? May mga cutout na mga jersey nila.
So, ako, I collect Magic cards. I have some basketball cards.
I do NBA naman.
Oy, hindi ko nadala yung regalo mo.
Tsaka yung Kinil.
May yun.
Yung Kinil ba?
Hindi, matagal pa yun.
Baseball ni Jordan.
Meron akong rookie baseball ni...
Meron tayong Fnatic merch.
Yun!
So, bali, ikaw, ako...
Yun na lang ata eh.
May apat pa ako.
Basta.
Si...
Itigil na natin.
Basta
si Ishi okay na.
Basta apat. Have you seen Ishi already? Hindi pa.
Wala ba siya sa Amerika?
Andito
na.
Mamaya. Andito. So anyways, ito na.
Binibiro ako nito?
Hindi. Andito na nga.
Pinawi namin.
Hindi ko alam yun.
Sakto yan.
Pero for TI.
Kala ko butik dito nung nakatira.
So, Pau, ito yung next question natin. Last 3 questions na lang actually. So, yung spend their yung day sa player na yun. Tapos, for the unforgettable, sa next na natin yun. So, next is, bago tayo pumunta sa isa pang medyo controversial na topic, na isang mabilis lang. Isang mabilis. Sino yung GOAT mo for Dota 2?
GOAT? Oh shit, that's a good question. GOAT.
Haven't been in
Are we
discussion.
talking about whole?
The whole. So let's do this in As a whole and at the moment. So at the moment muna, para di ka mahirapan.
Hindi pwedeng at the moment because GOAT is all time.
Hindi, the greatest at the moment. Kunyari ngayon NBA. I think my greatest at the moment ko is Giannis. Di ba?
Okay.
O kaya Kevin Durant, di ba?
So are we also talking about per position? Or one lang?
The most valuable talaga, actually.
So overall?
Overall. Shit. Fuck. Ganda question, di ba? Si
Greatest of the moment.
Si Alu kasi bobo ka eh.
Bobo ka.
Bobo ka.
Really?
Bobo ka.
Of the moment?
Hindi.
Diyos ko!
What?
Hindi.
Sino sa'yo?
Wait.
Most valued.
I have to go with Ame.
Ha?
I have to go. I have to say
Ako din,
Ame.
yun ang nasa isip
I have
ko.
to say Ame.
Ame.
Si Ami.
You know what? And here's the thing. We're competitors right now, right? So as a competitor, I want all of you to lose because I want to win. But as a fan of the game,
Sino?
diba?
You appreciate it eh.
I appreciate it. Holy,
Tapos
I respect
naka-true
it.
side pa.
True sight.
Diba?
Pero hindi pa niya pinapanood
I've
niya.
not watched True Sight.
Hindi niya pa pinapanood. Sabi niya after TI niya papanood.
I will not watch True Sight until after TI.
Sino pinapili mo sa at the moment mo?
At the moment?
Sino pinapili mo? Kanina, Ame and
So,
who's on top of your mind on at the moment?
So para sa akin kasi, at least of this competitive year, right?
There's a lot of parang new talents that are up and coming. And this is just a personal thing, pero I don't like basing things off of like one season. Even if you say it's of the moment, because a moment to me is not one season.
It's a year.
Diba? Kasi ano siya eh, you can always spike up. You can always kung poker pa, you can always run hot. That doesn't mean that you have staying power. Right?
So Ame is one of the most consistent.
Look, in a random universe, consistency is the true measure of skill. And you have a player who's consistently a monster. Diba? So, yun eh, nandun ako eh.
So solo si Ame sa pedestal na yun? O may kasama siya?
Maybe yung mga kasama niya sa ano na yun is like, I would say, maybe Nothing to Say. It's also like really, really good.
Thank you pa.
There's Faith Bian.
Ako yung
Faith
ako,
Bian. I wouldn't say Sinkyo, I would say Faith Bian.
ako,
Then again, we're just listing down LGD here.
ako siguro Ami, Fake Bian, saka si Innocence. Yung tatlo na yan.
This season, I wouldn't put Innocence. I would put Faith Bian. For sure. So okay. Nothing to Say. No, not Nothing to Say. Ame, Faith Bian.
Nothing to Say.
No, hindi ko lalagay. Greatest of the moment. So again, sustained value, localized into this period of time. Ganon. Yun yung sabihin ko. Yun yung tinitignan ko. Right?
Yes.
In other teams, you have a lot of role players. Though I would say, hindi siya on the level pa of Ame, but someone who's like very clearly very valuable sa team niya is Pure.
Yun.
Pure. Na yung nasa isip ko eh.
Pure
Na entity, no?
entity with Pure and entity without Pure.
It's different story.
Grabe kasi talaga yung player na yun. Pag nag-carry.
Pure. Ako pure ako eh.
And then I think the other one, by the way, the reason why I'm not adding people from my team isn't because I don't like my team. I've made this very clear before.
Basic yan.
The reason why di ko nilagay is because sa team ko, the load is equal. But in the people that I'm saying, these are like individual monsters. Diba? Parang when they shine, diba? Alam mo talagang they outshine everyone. Diba?
So, sino ba yung isa mo na naisip mo?
I mean,
That's it already.
Huh?
That's it already.
No. I would say another one is this is sa team. Like I would say DJ. Like, I would say DJ.
For sure.
But again, yung comparatively lang, when DJ shines, it's because the rest of the team is complementing him.
Yeah.
But when Ame also just wants to destroy a whole team by himself, he will just destroy a whole team by himself.
Yes.
Diba?
Pagka may problema siya sa girlfriend niya, sige, dito na ako magbubuhos ng galit.
It's like a Kobe 80-point game, right? Parang ganun.
So anyways, let's go back to the GOAT of all time.
I don't know if there's any other answer other than Note. I don't know if anyone can ever tell me that it's not Note. It could be Seb.
Yeah. That's the argument. It's
That's
either
the
Seb
argument.
or
It's either Seb or
Notail.
But I would argue na Notail was on more winning teams
Even prior to the TI runs, right?
prior to the TI.
Compared to Seb.
Compared to
Seb
Seb.
kasi after the MTW days, he faded.
He faded, he became talent, he became coach.
He faded. While Noted is still...
Was winning
Dire-diretso.
majors. Was winning majors, diba? It was winning majors. So, I would say na based on that alone. And yes, you know, Seb came back and he stood in for the team. Look, Seb is still very good, and Seb's impact is a lot of Seb's impact isn't just in game. Not to say that he doesn't have an impact in game. A lot of his impact is also out of game. But no tails both.
Who's closest to them?
Closest.
Ay.
Wala, malayo.
Mahirap.
See, if you bring us back 5 years ago, someone would not be crazy to say
Poppy or Kuroki.
Kuroki. Oo.
But it's a very different Dota world right now.
Two-time TI champion
Napakarami na.
Yeah?
It's not just that. A lot of their impact has been documented.
Yun.
It's documented. A lot of kasi
Saka yung drama doon sa winnings nila. Hindi lang basta
The way he did it.
nanalo.
The way he did it, no?
tsaka ano siya eh.
There's always a thing, di ba, na parang, yes, you know, there's true sight, nakikita natin yun. We don't see yung pang araw-araw.
And so it's also not good to just base everything doon sa
Doon
nakita
sa
na yun.
nakita natin yan.
But we also have game footage. Diba? And we also have game footage when they're not there. Diba? So yun siya eh. Diba? Pag nakita mo yung Dota ni Notel nung naglalaro siya, it's a very, very high quality. Diba? I remember this because last year, he was still playing. Diba? He was still
Last hora
playing
niya.
last year. Diba? This last TI was last year. And
Last
I was in that tournament. And I remember, like, he played against us and we were about to push. And all he did was nag-control siya ng... He was on Enchantress. Nag-control siya ng neutral creep and then just dragged everything away from base. Oh, parang... By the way, pag sinasabi ko yun, that's not like no other player on Earth can do that. That's something any high MMR player knows how to do.
Magagawa naman ng iba yun.
Can you do that when there's a lot on the line and you're playing a TI
Pressure,
and you're
pressure.
playing with pressure and you're playing for $40 million
Minsan,
and
the
you're
pressure,
playing
yun
away?
na nakakaano sa'yo eh. Siyempre.
Diba?
It's very easy to go.
I think unanimous ngayon.
I would say. I
Unanimous Notail.
don't see a discussion for otherwise.
Any close, yeah.
I don't see.
Yan
It's not
mas-
close. It's not the
Kung may-
closest one is Seb.
Seb. Katimpa niya.
Diba?
And wala na. Parang achievement tapos kung ano man yung ginagawa sa team. Malaki na yung impact.
And again, but like I said kanina, you measure by consistency. You measure by consistency.
I think yung isang tanong ko, isang mabilis na lang. Sunby, isang mabilis. Mainit siya at the moment. The status, where it came from.
What do you mean?
Ikaw kasama ni Sunby araw-araw.
Yeah.
Have you seen his frustration talaga every day with how things are going with that one before the status?
Oh, you mean yung tweet niya?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So si Pete is very observant. He's very observant. And ang sa kanya lang is hindi niya lang makita na because he's also been around. So
Ilan taon na ba siya dito sa ano?
Oh, he's my age. He's 33.
I mean sa PH.
No, just this year. This year lang kami nag-bootcamp dito. And para sa kanya, like, the people are lovely. The people deserve better.
Yeah.
Yun.
Right? I don't think we're being... Diba, hindi naman nata kami out of line by saying
Totoo
na mahal ang pagkain sa Maynila.
Totoo naman.
Nasa Cavite tayo, diba?
Saka ano parang okay lang naman sana
Guys,
gumastos ng ganun.
nothing political nothing political.
Parang ano sa kanya naman.
This is not political because this has been going on forever.
Hindi lang ngayon.
Kumbaga, okay lang naman sana gumastos ng ganun kung yung quality din is
And ako, ito na.
okay.
We were stuck in Thailand because nag-quarantine kami.
Sarap.
I would pay 80 pesos, the equivalent of 80 pesos, which is like 60 baht. Ang makukuha ko nun is a plate of noodles. Or actually, hindi. Huwag tayong mag-noodles. Rice country tayo, right? I'll get krapao. You know what krapao is? Krapao is stir-fried basil and ground pork or ground chicken. On rice and egg.
Parang giniling.
Yes, giniling na spicy on basil, with egg on top. Si Rusty, naiinis na sa akin.
Sarap.
Di ba? On rice. Alam mo kung gaano karami yun? Pero hindi ko siya maubos.
80 pesos?
80 pesos yun.
Sabagay, yung mga chicken talaga dun.
Di ba?
Kakanya, no?
Dito, and this is a true story because it just happened to me like a few days ago. Nag-order ako ng silog. Yung silog, yung rice, ganyan, kakapiranggot. Yung egg, nasa gilid lang kung ano-ano. Tapos yung tapa siguro maybe like, 4 or 5 strips?
Oo, ganun talaga.
Di ba? May wax paper pa sa ilalim yun. Wow, thank you. Di ba? Mas may atsara. How much did it cost me? 160? With Grab service fee or delivery fee, that's like almost 200 sometimes. It's and again, it's not political. It's so yun yung point niya.
The reality.
Yung point niya, the people are lovely.
Yes.
Diba? Pero bakit ganun? If you're in Thailand, if you're in Malaysia, it costs so much cheaper. How could a people so lovely settle for less? Yun yung point.
Kopya. Kasi that's perspective na from outside the country.
Oo, kasi diba, nag-bootcamp sila dati sa Malaysia. We were in
Thailand.
Thailand, di ba? So, yun lang naman
Kaya pag napunta rin kami ni Kuya Nick sa ibang bansa,
Di ba?
grabe yung mga chicken doon. Halos,
Di mo ubos.
yung kamay mong ganyan, no?
Di mo maubos to.
And ako, truly,
Sulit.
ako, and even someone na taga dito, di ba? It's no secret na nasa Cebu ko dati. If, kung nasa sa akin lang, I wouldn't move to Manila. Taga Manila ako, dito ako lumaki. Sa Manila.
You prefer Cebu?
I still prefer Cebu. And Cebu's even getting expensive na, but it's not as ridiculous here. Diba?
Meron lang akong hindi kakasundo sa Cebu, pero...
Oo, yun nga lang eh. yung mga hindi na umaattend ng event.
Ayun nga eh, di ba?
Hindi na umaattend ng event eh.
Pero maganda
Ano yung pinagpo-post yun, hindi ko na maintindihan.
I've been in Cebu actually. So maganda sa Cebu. 2 beses na nagbantayan ako, and then nag-Cebu tour din ako. Cebu loop. Diba?
Ano talaga siya, di ba? So really, it's not even anything political. It's just a simple question about.
Tama.
And here, to make it even less political, what is stopping a business? What is stopping a business from offering it? Because nabanggit niya Luto kanina. It's not like we're not willing to pay those prices. We are. Just give us more value. I promise you, I would pay that if ang makukuha ko is
Yung
good.
sulit. Diba?
Yeah.
Pag gano'n naman tayo eh. Pag wala namang problemang gumastos ka ng 200, 150.
Diba? Hindi naman ganun eh. Diba, parang may nakita
Speaking of which, order tayo na ano?
Order na tayo, ha?
Burger King.
Ako, for example, nakita ko sa replies niya, may nagsabi na parang, mag-fast food ka araw-araw.
Naku.
Do you understand
Pinagbawalan na nga ako niyan.
Diba? So, ang solution mo, diba? Ang solution mo is, rather than ask for good quality and ayusin, no, put
Ito
more
na
garbage in your body. Bakit yun yung ano, diba? And again, it's not political. Ang tanong ko lang is, bakit ang instinct is to ask for more garbage? No.
Baka sabihin naman nila, magluto ka. Yun nga, meron nga silang cater eh. Pero yun, syempre, experience na pag umu-order ka doon sa...
And tsaka isipin nyo, isipin nyo yung tinatanong nyo, diba? It's an observation by a foreigner.
Lahat naman.
Are you asking a foreigner to cook every day
Tama.
in a place where they don't live? Hindi naman, di ba? Ako, nagluluto ako sa bahay. But even, kahit ako, and I'm sure everyone na nagko-commute will also feel na there are times na kakain ka sa labas. Diba? Wag niyong, yun eh, di ba? Sa atin, Pilipino tayo, alam natin na pag sasabi na, mahal kumain sa labas. Di ba? Tapos kapag may iba nag-point out ng ang mahal kumain sa labas, galit kayo. Sira ulo ka ba? Diba? Hindi pwede yun. Hindi pwedeng pag nararamdaman nyo, pwede nyo sabihin. Pag nararamdaman na iba, hindi nyo pwedeng, hindi pwede. Ang mali. Huwag kayong maghanap ng tama sa mali.
Tama.
Anyways, at least we already talked about it, di ba?
Yeah.
So,
Actually, pinost mo kasi.
Ako nag-post po nun?
Kuya Nick
Ako
page.
nagpasa nun, ako
Hindi,
nagpasa nun.
kasi...
Hindi, nasa
kita
AFK na rin eh.
Oo, kita eh.
Nasa AFK Gaming na rin.
Basta public naman ginagawa namin.
Nasisipa ako.
Post namin.
Like, kumain lang kami sa labas nun. Tapos pag sabi ko, ba't ano yung nag-tweet ako kanina. Sabi ko, oh, wow. Ang dami na.
Okay, hindi yung pampainit lang.
So anyways, it goes both ways. It can improve something,
Tama.
or it can stay as is.
It's very simple. Whenever someone points out na may pagkakamali or may pwedeng ma-improve.
Hindi naman negative lahat yun eh.
Exactly.
It's not for him
This is
na
advice.
sirain.
This is advice for life, ha? You don't have to react negatively to everything
Tama.
that's presented to you.
Copy niya.
Promise. Happens in anything. Makita ka ng tweet na ganito, you can always take 5 minutes and go,
Isip, saan nang galing to?
saan kaya galing?
Ano,
Yes.
ano yung iniisip nito?
Diba? Bakit kaya? Oo nga
nga,
naman,
no?
no? May point siya.
Yan, tama. Dapat.
Ang una kasi iniisip is,
Kontra ka kagad eh.
ano ba naman to?
Oo.
Diba? Ang dami mo namang reklamo. Aba. Bakit? Diba? Pag hindi ka nagreklamo, tapos nilalagnat ka na pala.
Wala kang pakialam.
Anong gusto mo? Pag pumunta ka sa doktor, sabihin mo sa doktor, diba? Sabihin mo, dahil mo naman reklamo. Bakit? Nag-exercise
Parang
ka
ano
ba?
lang, yung pag-posting ng mga power rankings natin ng ng mga caster.
Narinig ko nga, pinag-uusapan natin, diba? Yung Nabi tsaka Timo.
Pag may nag-post yung kay Jules na hindi masyadong nasa top yung mga Pinoy teams. Sabihin, hindi naman sumusuporta sa Pinoy. Pag pinredict naman nila yung sa tingin na
Malay sa
talaga
katotohanan
tama,
naman.
yung mga secret, XG, hindi ka naman sumusuporta sa Pinoy. Hindi, kahit saan ka talaga.
Wala,
eh,
diba?
diba?
Ako din, ang ano ko na lang din dun is, hindi ko na lang din masyadong minamind. Because again,
tama.
you don't have to react negatively to everything. In fact, you don't need to react at all. Period. Diba? So ako din, pag, yun nga, diba, may nag-message sa akin. Yun yung pinalaro si Gabby, ano ba naman to? Pinoy pa may ayaw sa Pinoy.
Pinoy, sa Pinoy. Ay.
Anyways, speaking of which, as to why we have this platform to communicate, di ba?
Yan.
So, for the majority naman, nasa inyo na yun kung you'll be learning from this one, you'll be getting something from this one, di ba? With different guests, di ba?
Yeah.
Nasa inyo na yun, di ba? So,
I enjoy the conversation.
or you'll be learning it from yourself, from your experience. Kanya-kanyang ways para malaman kung ano yung right tsaka wrong, di ba? So, nasa inyo na yan, mga kaibigan. Pero anyways, before we go, TI is on the way. And surely, marami magkakaroon ng interest dyan, whether it be new batch of players or
I hope so.
new batch of players or the ones na ma-reignite yung passion nila. What are your tips and advice for those guys?
Right now, pinapanood ko pa minsan-minsan si GABBI.
Yeah, I saw GABBI as well.
Siya, pro siya dati, Warcraft.
I saw GABBI.
Warcraft, Burning.
Di ba sa YouTube lahat ng ano niya? Masyado sikat siya. Nakalaro niya rin si
World
Seb.
champion yun. World champion siya ng Warcraft dati. So,
Lagi na
yung
sa YouTube
RTS.
yun.
Parang
Daming clips.
nakikita ko nga rin.
So, you're seeing a lot of people, syempre, it's always this time of year na maraming returning players.
Yeah.
There's a battle pass, there's cavern crawl,
TI.
there's TI, syempre.
Tide.
In the next, Dire Tide ba, di ba? Yung bagong battle pass.
Sure,
Diba? So, in the next few months, you're going to see a lot of new players. What I would say, and this is for me, if you're a new player, as much as possible, try and play with friends. Dota, and I am not saying this because solo is such a bad experience. Because truth be told, kahit magsa-solo ako minsan, which I don't get to do a lot anymore, it's not really that bad. Like, ang dami sinasabi, si server sobrang toxic. No, it's not all the time.
Yeah.
People just tend to remember the toxic stuff
The
when they
negative
have,
things, yeah.
diba? So, pero what I'm basing this off of yung experience natin falling in love with Dota. And ang experience natin falling in love with Dota is
Playing with friends.
Computer
shops.
Diba? Ako, for example, sa akin, ang alam ko was, napag-usapan siya sa classroom, umalis kami ng dismissal, and then sinubukan namin. It's always better to experience a
Na may
team
kasama.
game with a team.
Tama naman.
So that's been my experience getting into Dota, and I hope that you can share that experience. And look, that's not to say that you're going to be playing with the same group forever. You will meet new Dota friends, right? Diba? Especially if you're coming back, mayroon kang mga friends na naglalaro pa pala. So, try and experience it like that. Reach out. It's a great way. Alam ko, nung pandemic, ang dami kong parang aya from friends who I've not talked to since high school. Diba? So, experience it with friends. Yun yung pinaka number one. Don't play techies, please.
Techies.
And I think that's it. I think what's best about the game is that even though the player base is not that growing astronomically, the viewership and the support has always been there. We saw it. Yung viewership namin di bumaba. Actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, di bumaba. Actually, nag-peak pa nga kami, 50K total kami. Isang stream.
Tsaka tingnan nyo naman, may ganito na kayo, diba? Still talking about
But this is not only for Dota, ha? This is for everything else.
Oh, yeah.
We started with Dota lang kasi ito yung immediate network eh. Okay? So, sa mga maininit dyan,
Yan, i-cooldown nyo muna yan, guys.
i-cooldown nyo muna yan.
Comment.
Galing na.
Masyado ka mainit, ha? Cooldown ka muna.
Lahat ng laro may cooldown.
Kaya wala!
Diba?
Kaya wala.
Diba? Cooldown muna yan, no?
Mainit ka, ha? Cooldown ka muna.
Cooldown ka muna.
Ang ganda nung name nung show. That's a kind of topic, title na I would have wanted to use.
Natuto lang namin sa inyo yan. Natuto lang kami sa iyo, no? Kailangan maganda yung pangalan agad.
Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this talk together with Fnatic Team Director Pau Bago and good luck to TI.
Thank you actually.
Pictures. Kita-kits sa finals.
TI ano ako hanggang since TI7 ha, parating na ako, di ba?
Pau, may problem ka sa ticket, di ba? May problem din kami.
Yan.
Diba? So, alam mo na, pag may opportunity, ha? Pero, anyways...
Okay, isa lang.
Volunteer na naman ako ulit.
Anyways, we'll hear more from Pau para sa Philippine Dota after TI.
Yan.
Okay? So, we wish you guys luck. And hopefully, you show a great show for this TI.
I hope so.
Okay?
Yeah. Ako, thank you lang rin sa everyone who supported us.
Yeah.
Thank you rin sa inyo for having
Malay
me.
mo.
I mean, for us, we hope to do everyone proud. But I think more than that, we want to do ourselves proud. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
TI, and as napag-usapan natin, this season has shown, you don't want to take TI for granted.
Ito na yun.
You don't want to take the effort.
Best shot na ng ano.
Best effort, everyone.
Tsaka,
Tsaka,
syempre, yung pinaka-importante.
Feeling ko, ito na yung best roster nyo na may shot sa TI talaga.
I hope so. I feel really good about mine.
Kasi last year, puro kakabuo lang. Pinalitan si ganito, ganyan.
Yeah.
Ngayon,
baka makalimutan mo, nandito na ngayon. Pilage.
ha?
Pilage.
Pilage Balato. Balato na lang, di ba? 5%.
So, guys, hopefully...
Bubolunteer na naman
last
ako
time,
ulit.
parang nalibre naman. Last time may winners.
Okay. So, guys, hopefully you like the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Content creator tayo dito.
Oh, yeah.
Leave comment. And also, leave comment kung sino yung gusto
Ring
nyo.
the bell.
Ring the bell.
For notification. Okay? And comment kayo dyan kung sino yung gusto nyo i-cooldown natin on the next episode. Okay? Mainit ka, kaibigan.
Cool down ka muna.
Okay. Thank you for watching. See you sa next video. Salamat.